What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, everything is good. Life is good. I'm here with my dog. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Can't complain, man. Yeah, can't complain. Was it a Friday Junior, in the words of Official Momentum? Shout out on the front end of this thing. But yeah, can't complain, man. Yeah, we are one day closer, Deke, to school being out. We're one day closer. Just know. I'm counting it down. I don't know who's more excited, the kids or me, man. Wifey done had the countdown going for like the past month, but Deke, I've jumped on board now. I'm fully committed. I'm ready. 3 days, 2 days. Whew. Can't wait, baby. Can't wait. But what's the word with you though, man? Shout out to that University of Pitt hoodie also. Clean per usual.
I guess today was a hoodie day.
Man, you know the vibes. What the problem is, it's cold as heck inside everywhere with the AC bumping, and then hot as heck when you go outside.
Well, it was kind of cold today. I'm not even going to front. It was one of those weird days where, the sun's shining down, so if you're outside enough, it starts to get a little hot, but then it's breezy.
Yeah.
It's breezy, and it's like low 60s, so yeah, very, very like weird vibe type of day. That's why I brought out the hoodie.
Respect, bro.
But yeah, everything's good with me. Can't complain. I guess I got a deep thought, kind of.
Go ahead, drop that thing in one time for the culture, bro. One time for the culture. Like you said, man, I'm still on Shook ones. I was on my Mob Deep. We was in here cutting up a little bit.
Good song, yeah.
It fires. And the fact that you know it made it that much more of a moment for me, you know? I was always like, yo, did he hit this? I don't know if he heard this one yet or not, but it's like, yo, he was locked in, man. It just,
I knew both those songs you were playing today, actually.
Let's go.
Ice Cube,
Let's go.
It's a good day.
Let's go, bro. It was the vibe, bro. You know, can't go wrong with the little cube. It did. Yeah, the fact that you was locked in on Shook ones, man. I just feel like, yo, we're starting up here, Deke. We're up here today. So shout out, man. But what's the Deke thought, man? What you got for us, baby?
I've been thinking this over the last couple weeks, actually.
Okay.
It just hit me today that it would be good to bring up on the show.
All right, I like when the epiphanies
Anthony
hit.
Edwards' nickname, Ant.
Yeah.
When did this start? How did it start? Because I don't remember us ever calling him Ant coming out of Georgia, or even like his first couple years in the league.
Very true.
All of a sudden,
he was always Anthony Edwards, actually.
Yeah, all of a sudden out of nowhere, it's Ant.
Yeah. I do know what you mean. Therefore,
I get it. Like I think it's a natural nickname. It's just, the first 3 letters of his first name. But like, why aren't we calling everyone named Anthony Ant like that? Yeah. Like, where did this come from? That was what I was wondering.
I'm glad that you went there. I wasn't sure where you were gonna go, because I've seen some people complaining about they feel like the nicknames in general aren't as creative. Don't seem like they've put too much effort into them. Like you said, oh, his name is Anthony, call him Ant. She's like, bro, really? Like, all right, I guess. Hey, his name is Jokic, call him Joker. He like, all right, I guess. So I thought you was gonna go there with it at first, but it is actually cool. It's like, okay, so this is.
I'm just very curious.
Yeah, because it did
why
all
of a sudden now is he Ant? Well, it'd be different if he was always called Ant through Georgia and like coming up.
I wonder if, because he's been a big name though. That's the part.
Exactly.
I was like,
he was the number one overall pick.
Yeah, we know about him at Georgia. We know about him as the number 1 pick. We know about him in Minnesota for a while now. He's had his signature sneaker out. I remember the sneaker before we was calling him Ant. So yeah, you bring us some good points, man. Bring us some good points.
So from what I'm reading right here, apparently his original nickname was Ant-Man.
Yeah, I've heard Ant-Man.
When was anyone ever calling him Ant-Man?
Well, that's the thing. I've heard Ant-Man once or twice, but nobody really every time I've heard him referred to as Anthony Edwards. They just go the full Anthony Edwards and they say, yo, that's MJ's kid. Yeah, that's how I've seen it. But we learned about this Ant-Man, whatever. I think Ant-Man I kind of like a little bit better than Ant, but I guess what do we call Anthony Davis?
People are just getting lazy. Yeah,
what do we call Anthony? AD?
People don't want to say Anthony Edwards, or they don't want to say Edwards anymore. They just want to say Ant.
There you go. It's just Ant.
People are just getting lazy.
That's lazy, bro. I'm with you. What would you call him then?
I was always calling him Edward or Anthony Edwards.
I've always called him that too. Yeah. Anthony
and then
Edwards.
It feels like over the last 2-3 months, everyone's just calling him Ant.
Yeah.
It's because now he's playing good, and you feel like he deserves some type of nickname. So this is what we're going with.
I wish we could go back in time for like MJ. Like when did they transition from Michael Jordan to MJ or Mike? Because Bron has always been LeBron, Bron, the King, you know. But it's like, yeah. When did that transition from Anthony Edwards to Ant? Interesting, definitely interesting.
Richard Arbiza said it's been Ant-Man for a hot minute. Ant is just because people be lazy.
Fair enough. Because I've heard Ant-Man more than Ant, but I've heard Anthony Edwards more than any of that. But we'll see, man. I think it definitely will stick, though. That's the thing.
Maybe I haven't been paying attention to the NBA enough over the last 3-4 years. And the Timberwolves really haven't been that relevant to begin with.
Stop it, man. Come on, man. They got one of the most.
They had a little bit of a run. What
with
was it last
Beverly,
year?
With 2 years
2
ago,
years
with
ago.
Pat Beverly, bro. Everybody.
Did they miss the playoffs last year?
No, they made the playoffs. I thought they got beaten the play-in last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I could be off, but
I just don't remember them doing anything.
Yeah, I
or
want to say
having a run
Lakers
of
beat
any
them
sort.
in the play-in last year. If I remember, I could be off on that, but I want to say they lost in the
That sounds
play-in.
about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Lakers had a run. They went to the West Finals.
And they did it out the play-in.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was just curious. I didn't know if you had an
I like
answer,
that,
but it
though.
seems like
No, I actually don't, man.
people in the chat are saying used to be called Ant-Man.
Okay.
Now they're just shortening it to Ant.
All right. Ant-Man. Huh. All right. Well, shout out to Anthony Edwards. And they did get the dub the other day, so we'll see if they think they play tonight, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got to think they play tonight. And they did say that game 1 NBA Finals will be next Thursday. Did get that locked in. That showed up. So I was like, all right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was like, better win sooner so you can get a little bit more rest on your joint, man. Because, yeah, you start playing into this weekend, you cutting down on your days.
Right.
All right. Okay. Well, shoot. Shout out to the Deke Thought then, player. Shout out to the Deke Thought. I'm trying to think, man. I don't have a lot pre-show. No, we got plenty we're going to talk about around these Steelers, man. Topics that we have been, waiting to get to. We obviously had some Justin Fields commentary, man. Figure we're going to react to some of that as well. But, yeah, it's going to be a good one. It's definitely a good one. Hey, and shout out to you, Rob Lightfoot, as well, man. Hit me with the good luck because JMU versus South Carolina tomorrow in the College World Series. Yeah, it's the regional round, though, right here. But, we College World Series, like
baseball.
Yeah, baseball. Yeah, we one of them schools. They call it like an everything school. It's like, oh, all right, you got women's in the tournament. Oh, you got men's in the basketball tournament. Oh, you got softball going to the College World Series. Oh, now you got men's baseball going to. It's that type of vibe. So our men's team.
So what is this? The Sweet 16?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Sweet 16
That's pretty
concept.
good.
But yeah, man, they making some noise, man. They lost in the semis of the Sun Belt. They should have won it. Cooking, but it's one of them things, man. But it looks like they've at least rallied and got their affairs in order. But yeah, we're trying to make a little noise. But I am excited though, man. Yes, man. Tomorrow, a little afternoon action on a Friday, baby. So it'll definitely be a good one, man. You're Gamecocks. He said go Cox. All right. So shout out to you down in South Carolina, then Rob Lightfoot. I likes it, baby. I likes it. But no, it'll definitely be a good one, man.
Everyone in this chat's got a school, huh?
It does seem like that, right? I was like, bro, I did not expect any South Carolina
how do we
Gamecock smoke.
How do we randomly have South Carolina here?
I thought everything was gravy. I didn't even anticipate bringing it up. I literally mentioned it to my wife yesterday, and I thought that was going to be the end of it. Nobody's going to talk about it. I'm just like, yo, you actually are in here. Like, all right, shout out. Shout out there. It gives me opportunity to talk about my school, so shout out to you, all right?
Yeah, Tom Jade saying Clemson. There's always someone chirping me about Syracuse or UNC going up against Pitt. Like, that happens every couple months. Let's go UW. Obviously, he's Wyoming. I think, isn't Sean McCartney? He's Penn State.
Yes, he's Penn State. And we got some others. Hold on, who am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting
Rod
something.
Dollars is FSU.
We got another Penn State cat, too. I feel like we had a couple Penn State people that are, like, a part of this.
David Decker, Syracuse.
Man.
Yeah.
D.D.
Three
Small,
Clemson fans right
D.D.
here.
Smalls is Florida Gators. Yeah. He's Gainesville.
Tom Jade, Patrick Reardon, and Nas the One are all Clemson.
Gregory Collins says, the Ohio State University. All right, I see you in the building. Dang, all right. Yeah, I did not realize that either. Okay. The Cookie Monster. There it is. We are. That's the Penn State. Steve, Daddick. Okay.
That's my cousin right there.
Okay. Shout out to Steve. Let's get it. Hey, and shout out to you, Chiller 21, Riverside Community College, baby. I sees you in the building, man. Shout out. Pittsburgh Toddy representing the University of Arizona. Bear down. Okay.
Where's my people at?
Okay. I ain't seen a lot of H2P going on right here, bro.
No wonder there's all these Kenny haters.
Yeah, H2P a little light right now, bro. We're going to have to hit a college check-in at some point, like, throughout these shows as it gets close to season. Just be like, yo, let's see what y'all really represent, man.
Season,
yeah. Like wait, who you repping? What's your hood, man?
There we go. X Concepts.
There it is. The Tito Good Vibes got the Arkansas Razorbacks. Shout out. I wouldn't have taken that for you. I figured you was one of them Texas schools, man, like a Baylor or Texas Austin, Texas A&M.
Of course, this conversation it starts to segue into the chat ripping on Kenny somehow, some way.
Don't do that. They're
talking about Clemson and saying that Clemson smoked Kenny, which I don't remember. Kenny's senior year, we went
Kenny ain't get smoked
almost undefeated in the SEC.
Yeah, he ain't take no smoke like that last year. He was cooking.
The most recent game he played against Clemson, we won.
Yeah.
Kenny had a really good game. It was at home. That was the one where he said, I'm going to grab a beer after the game.
Yeah. Where's DJ Uga?
Yeah, I was at that game. I remember it. Yeah, Kenny played good.
So Tito is from Arkansas but lives in Texas. Salute you. Noriega Pete Rooney says Colorado football, Arkansas for his men's basketball. Okay. All right. Maybe which was it? Nolan. Yeah, was it Nolan Smith, right? No. I'm drawing a blank on oh my gosh, 60 minutes ahead. Oh my gosh, I wish I could remember my man's name. Arkansas basketball coach, man, back in the day. Shout out though, and of course the Bro-Barian always represents
Coach Cal now.
Dominion. Yeah, it is Coach K or Coach Calipari. Yeah, butchered his name. Jeez. All right, okay. But I like Nolan Richardson. That's the name. Shout out to you, Tito. Good vibes. Yeah, Nolan Richardson. That's the one. Yeah, man, he's gonna press you from the gate. Start to finish. Love it, man. Love it. All right. Well, with that being the case, let's go ahead and start the show like how we always do. Go ahead and drop it in the comment section where you're tuning in from. And then that way, we give those big boy shout outs to start the day's show. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel, baby. Yeah, we definitely going to add college football check-ins, man. Hey, rep your school. You ain't got maybe it's not your football team, but rep your college, man. Yeah,
I like that.
Check in with us, man.
Yeah, give us maybe the status of your team too.
Yeah.
At whatever point in the season that we're
because y'all talk because they talk spicy to your school, they talk spicy about TG school. I don't really get too much shots my way, except them App State folks, and on occasion the Bro-Barian with that ODU nonsense. But other than that, though, it's usually love. All right. But yeah, we're gonna have to start. Yeah, we checking y'all next, man.
Tyron from the 330 Alliance, Ohio, baby.
Shout out to Alliance. Let's
Watching
go.
live while riding to Alabama.
Shout out, man. Hey, safe travels as well, baby. Let's do it.
Nas the One, the 803, Columbia, South Carolina.
Shout out to Columbia, South Carolina.
The Cookie Monster, 610, Reading, PA.
Let's get it. Shout out to the Cookie Monster one time.
Frank K, the 520, Tucson, Arizona, as usual. Nice 100-degree day out here.
Oh, yeah, but you know what they say? Oh, it's beautiful out there. It ain't hot. It's a dry heat. You know that, Deke? Dry heat. Nah, it's hot, bro. Hot is hot, bro. Hot is hot. But fire, though.
The Analyzer from the 412, East Side today.
East Side.
Steelman Fan 1111, watching from the 575.
The 575. Okay, shout out.
DJ Lundy from the 757.
Oh, that's Crib. He Norfolk. Hey.
Yep.
Let's go.
Gavin Anthony from the 330. And I'll say two more. Hadwa from 352, Wildwood, Florida. Oregon football all day.
Ooh, all right. Shout out to the unis.
And then Gibby Gibson from 989, Fowler, Michigan.
Man, well, that's what I like to hear. Let me tap in as well. Because, we got the homie Jaron, Pittsburgh Steelers, full live in the 559, Visalia, California. Said, Deke got the Big Ben beard and the KP8 hairdo. Big facts, but it looks sharp on you, though. Look sharp. Then we got Nazim Mullah in Johannesburg, South Africa. Shout out one time to South Africa. Shout out to Johannesburg. If you know, you know. Corey Martinez in the 915 El Paso, Texas. Says he's watching from his pool. Big ball. I see you with the flex. In 95-degree weather. Yeesh. I don't think that Texas 95 feel like that AZ 100. I think that Texas 95 feel a lot more miserable than that AZ 100. Just if I had to pick which one you wanted to be in. Shout out, though. Shout out to you, Corey. Richard Arbizo, always in the 310 Carson, California. Then, he also added he wasn't feeling you're taking Michael Thomas over Juju Smith-Schuster take either.
I just don't want Juju.
Yeah, he wasn't liking that. I just want to let you know he put that in his shout out.
I don't want Juju. So if you're giving me the choice between Michael Thomas and Juju, I'm taking Michael Thomas.
For sure.
And I actually wouldn't mind us signing Michael Thomas on the cheap either. But it's more about I just don't really want Juju. You could name any receiver.
It's more of a Juju thing.
And I'll probably take him over Juju, most likely.
That's clarification right there. So everybody that was shooting them comments and, man, what you mean, Deke? How you going to take Michael over Juju? It's not that he just loves Michael so much. It's that, man, Juju just burnt that man so bad. That's what that sound like. That sound like when you realize, I got some trauma and I just can't go back. I have zero interest to go back. I love that, bro. I love that. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, the TikTok, it really got you. I didn't know it was to that extent. It got you, bro.
And I don't think it's gone. You think it's done, but I really don't think it's gone at all.
All right, so if we being real, I don't think that it's all the way done. I'm just trying to lie to myself a little bit because I do feel like his play would fit what we want. But I have to make it justifiable in my mind. So that's why I'm just if I haven't seen it, maybe he did turn the page. I haven't looked for it, so maybe
I'll
it is.
tell you the reason he turned the page is because he sucked last year and the Patriots sucked.
It's just I don't see anything. So everything is good. You were right on, spot on when you called him out. He said, yo, he's a front runner. If it's going good, yeah, he's going to love it even more. When it's not so hot, we say, I'm with you. But right now, it's yo, I'm trying to buy low, sell it when it's high again. Right now, the stock is low. It's quiet. Yo, come on. Get you right now, at least give me this year. Then after that, hey, catch and release.
It would be a cheap signing.
Mm-hmm.
Probably any signing we make at this point would be cheap.
Yeah,
given that Michael Thomas is the top guy available, I don't expect us paying him anything astronomical. And then after that, it's Cole Hardman and Sterling Shepard, those type of dudes. And then if Juju's available, I don't see him getting anything more than 3 or 4 on a 1 year.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like any free agent that we're going to sign from a receiver perspective is going to be very affordable to us. But I think for us to get the receivers that we're going to actually want, we got to go trade. Because obviously we're past the draft right now. And that's the whole other financial end of the spectrum. Because it's
Have you seen some of these recent reports?
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. I'm we can get some of these, free agent type dudes way cheaper. But the trade stuff is not just the pick. Bro, Ayuk said he went 30, I think, the last report I saw.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's not happening. But the 49ers just signed Jennings to a little multi-year deal. And obviously they picked Purcell in the first round.
All right.
Debo, they have locked up long-term. Something's going to have to give here.
Or maybe they're calling Brandon Ayuk's bluff. Maybe they would have said, yo, you really going to sit out? Because if you are, we got resources now.
They do. I'm sure they would do just fine without Ayuk, honestly.
Because I wonder, does he do the L. Bell approach? Remember, L. Bell was playing chicken with the organization. I'll sit out for 14. No, you won't. I'll sit out. Yeah, you will. No, you won't. No, you won't. And then he did it. And it was whoa, all right. But that was what he had to do to ultimately get out of the little bit of that contract situation. Then he signed with the Jets. So I wonder, okay, could the Niners have looked and said, all right, well, we've seen a situation where a player has already sat out for a whole year. Not the Seattle Seahawks where it's a game here, a game there. Cam Chancellor, Marshawn Lynch. It's yo, we've seen an L. Bell post those two dudes actually sit a whole year. Maybe they're just saying, bro, we don't want to jeopardize our Super Bowl window over him. So go ahead, bring in another guy. And if he plays, then great. If we can get a deal done, great. But if not, it's yo, they got pieces now. I just don't know if, to me, if you're the Niners, would you rather have Jennings or would you rather have Ayuk?
Ayuk, obviously. You
know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at with it. It's just now what are the numbers on the deal though?
Not much. Nah. It's nothing crazy. I could check real quick, but
you
view him as your third receiver,
right? But I'm just yo, I think of it as
Purcell is probably more of the Ayuk replacement.
Yeah.
And then you got Debo. I don't think the Niners will be stressing over it that much. Almost like the Steelers obviously weren't stressing about not having Bell for a season because, we still got Big Ben. All right, we'll just put in James Conner. We got an O-line. We got AB. Niners are probably thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, Purdy, he's been a consistent like top 10 quarterback here.
Mm-hmm.
We got him. We got Debo. We got McCaffrey. We got a good O-line.
And we
George
got the
Kittle.
same coaching staff coming back.
We drafted Purcell. Yeah.
We got Shanahan, so I have what I need. So that's the part where I'm just looking at it like, I still feel like for the Niners, they're just loaded up to see what move Ayuk wants to make. Because if Ayuk plays hardball, and think about it, prior to the draft, we didn't see a lot of Ayuk doing any of this stuff. And that's what we said. If he isn't a little bit more vocal and adamant and starts taking hard stances, what's the incentive for the Niners to even consider trading him? And that's when we start to see he's going to unfollow them, play the social media games. And then it was the agent was saying certain things, and now we're kind of getting to this point where we're starting to actually see the Niners taking actions. Like you said, drafting Purcell, signing Jennings. So they've already kind of showed where their mindset is. We're not just putting all our eggs in the Brandon Ayuk is going to be happy and show up and play this last year, or we're going to get the extension done and everything's going to be great and he's going to finish his career here. They don't want to play that game is what it seems like, because they got too much everything else already. I mean, very similar to what we said about us. We feel like we have a lot of pieces already in place, and it's like, we're literally one or two little fine tuning away from feeling like we got a legit, it doesn't matter who you put out there, we're ready. The Niners are definitely in the same boat, except they've, the past 2 years now, or past 3 years.
It's been like 4 or 5. They've been on
that's what they say. I've been right on the cusp. Yeah. 2 appearances in the past 5?
In the Super Bowl, but I don't know how many NFC champions. They might have been to 3, 4 NFC championships.
Yeah, I think 4 NFC championships. At least the appearances, and 2 Super Bowl appearances in that span. Yeah. Which is low-key crazy.
The other one is Courtland Sutton is looking for $15 or $16 million a year.
So,
which actually isn't bad.
After seeing Jalen Waddle get, $27 a year? I was like, you know what? Anything this not in them high 20s like that, Brian. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Because when Ayuk said he
wide
wanted 30,
receiver 1 for a minute, but I mean, we don't need him to be wide receiver 1 here. He'd be perfect wide receiver 2, a good compliment to Pickens. And if you're telling me I'm getting him for 15 or 16, Deontay was getting 18.
18, yeah.
That's pretty reasonable. I think that's actually really fair.
And if I feel like GP can be the better of the two, because I still feel like GP can, I just need to see it. In terms of just the consistent, take that step, be the bona fide dude that we think you're capable of being. It's like, you're really getting a great deal in that vein. But I love it for 15. I'm not tripping on it, bro.
Yeah, me neither. I think it'd be great.
Yeah. Like you said, seeing some of these new wide receiver dudes that are going out, the money that's getting showed out, just like, yeah, bro. Because we talking real life, like, almost 30 for the wide receivers. Like, man.
And Jalen Waddle's good, but
he's not the best receiver on their team.
He's not.
So your number 2 receiver gets 27?
And I got to see him drop a lot of balls in the playoffs a couple years ago against the Bills.
It's like, whoo.
Tyreek drops some balls too.
It's just Tyreek does Tyreek things.
He makes up for it. It's almost like when Martavis was humming here.
Yeah.
Martavis would drop some bad ones, but
people
then
don't
he'd
want to
make
remember
up for
that.
it.
But he definitely has some head scratches. Yeah, he'd be like, bro, how you do that? And then he catch the one between his legs, front flipping off his butt into the back of the end zone. And you're like, oh, all right, shout out to Tay.
Yeah, but that catch didn't even need to be that hard to begin with.
You would also agree with that as well.
Placed perfectly.
I would agree. Yeah. Listen, seven was dropping footballs in his hand at times. We just like, bro, just why you got to make him look difficult? It's like, man, it don't look like it needed to be that hard. But yeah, 27 for, like I said, the not even number 1 receiver, your number 2 receiver. If you're talking about potentially getting a Courtland Sutton for 15.
Yeah, I think that makes
I like
a lot
that
of sense.
way better. Absolutely. And knowing that we have a GP here, understanding just the overall philosophy of Arthur Smith as well.
Niners got to be loving that Waddle took that 27.
No, he said that.
Because him and Ayuk, I think, are in similar boats.
So do you feel like his
in terms of market
27...
value? I think Waddle actually has a better case to make more money than Ayuk.
So this is my thing.
I think because Waddle has more robust numbers.
Well, yeah. Last year, Waddle finished top 5 receiving yards in the NFL.
I think he's been 1,000 every year in the league.
Yeah, pull him up. Pull up.
Whereas Ayuk's kind of just been like that slow build.
Getting better, yeah.
Up to his career year last year.
Because I was going to say, I feel like when I just think just knee-jerk both of those players.
Yeah, 1,000 every year for Waddle.
Yeah, knee-jerk both of those players. I think Waddle, speed, run out the catch, more of a slant and go ball type of dude. Whereas when I think of Ayuk, I think of a little bit more size, but has developed into a dope route runner.
Right.
Like in terms of his ability to detail the deep digs, the deep ins, outs. Whereas I think for Waddle, because of just how fast he is, he's gotten away with not really having to have a lot of detail with it. But when you put him across from a Tyreek Hill, it's like, bro, I told you the game, man. You're watching him catch a slant pass and take it 60 because he splits both safeties and the LBs, who all are in position. That's what he has. That's game-breaking stupid speed. It's just like you go hit you. I mean, we've seen it the opener last year. He made us realize some people was like, oh, all right, maybe he is getting a little older. Like that. That's what he was on. Yeah.
Well, we're 2 days away from June 1st. Maybe we'll get some answers.
All right, so if you had to pick now, we're 2 days away.
It's Deke still.
Okay. I ain't know if you changed your mind. Because if Waddle got 27, and you said Ayuk and Waddle probably in the same cash vein, 27, where do you put Deke?
Well, that's the thing. He's
currently under a contract
for, I think, these next 2 years.
And you know how that works,
and it's at $25 million.
You know how that works, though.
Yeah, maybe next year would be the contract extension talk. Mm-hmm. But if you're the Steelers, I don't think you're stressing about it because you have so many questions that need answered anyway throughout this season.
Respect.
So I think that could be a good thing where you see how DK plays out and that dynamic with him and Pickens, what does Russ look like, feel, all that stuff. And then you say, all right, who do we want to pay long term?
Because you know how the receivers get. That's my only thing. The receivers want that bag and they want to be the highest paid. And he's definitely in that conversation to where he would be one of those highest paid dudes. And just depending on his temperament, which I have zero clue. We
haven't heard anything about him on the contract just
right. Yet. But we just know that when dudes start getting paid in the offseason, some of these dudes pop out the blue and they're like, nah, bro, I want my upgrade too. So that's my only thing that I hope it does. I mean,
I think next year would be the time for that.
For us, I hope if they were to make a move and we make that trade, I would hope it works out like that.
Yeah, he would be my number one.
Okay.
Number two, I guess it's got to be Ayuk in a vacuum.
But would you want him for 30?
Yeah, that's the question. What are we giving up to get him, and how much we paying him? Whereas Courtland Sutton, I think, feels like just the most sensible, like Steeler-esque type of move.
But this is my question to you:
trade a fifth rounder, get Sutton, and pay him $15, $16 a year.
Okay, I was going to ask, what do you think you had to give up to go get him?
Not much.
Okay.
Judy got traded to the Browns for like a 6th rounder.
Yeah.
Was it a late round? It might have been a late round pick swap.
Yeah.
Can't even remember if it was just a pick or.
And then Judy got 17, right? Was his number 17?
Yeah, it's too much, 17, whatever it is. Yeah, it's too much for what he provides out there. But yeah, I'm happy the Browns made that move. Yeah, I think Courtland Sutton's good. I'm good with any of those. Like if we overpay a little bit for Ayuk and we give up a 2nd rounder and got to give him 26, 27, it ain't the end of the world either. Yeah. Like I'm not going to be like so far against it. Now, if we're talking 32, 33 million for him, yeah, I'm going to have some questions. But yeah, I'm good with any of those three. Yeah. Like each one has their pros and cons to it. But I think DK has the most pros and the least amount of cons.
No respect on that. So I look at it like any of those three, regardless of, well, not regardless, but kind of under the same vein for you. You said you don't mind potentially having to overpay for any of them slightly. I would agree, solely because I feel like we have a lot that's already in place for us to win this year. And I do feel like the two areas that give me the most, uneasy feeling or whatever, wide receiver 2, slot corner. Right now, as it stands, I don't feel comfortable all the way about those positions. Now, can the guys that we currently have surprise me? Absolutely. Could they exceed the expectations? Absolutely. Could we sit here and we're going to, positively talk about all of the other guys not named GP in the wide receiver room with the optimism of they can, they will, we hope they take this, and, you know, positive speech and stuff like that. But it's still a lot of speculation. It's still a lot of hope that this can happen without it being anything tangible that we can go back and say, oh, I've seen this dude, you know, do this multiple times. I've seen that guy already step up. I've already seen this guy do this yet. I've already seen GP be a number one receiver. Like, we're going to have to say that with a lot of what we're going to talk about with our current group. And with those guys that we're talking about right there, Deke, Ayuk, Sutton, it's just different because you've already seen them do it. You've already seen them in these roles, and we're not asking and hoping that not just one player can take that leap, not just 2, 3, 4. It's like, yo, let's minimize. Let's keep it where it's less variables that can go wrong. And that's why I'm just like, I would much rather go get one of them type of dudes, even if it did cost a little bit more, because I feel like now it almost puts it where it's fail proof. Whereas right now I can see where, hey, if GP a little slow getting out the gate, if whoever's opposite of GP hasn't figured it out, right? Is it Calvin? Is it Quez? Is it Van?
Now two of those dudes already have connections with Russ.
True.
Which I like.
I do too. And we've not just seen the connection, we've seen them be productive. Like,
yeah, so what I mean is, like, if things are a little bit off and the chemistry's not all the way there with the offense just yet, it gives Russ a little safety
He has a safety net, yeah. Because I just feel like it would be such a bad vibe for us this first month of, man, they're trying to get on the same page, Russ and GP. Our number 2 is still just trying to figure out, is he capable of being a number 2? Can he win? Can he create separation? Can he consistently catch? Those are some of the questions that we have with the different names that we put over there. And then it's like, oh, we're also making sure that Arthur Smith can make sure that he still got the juice that we saw back in Tennessee versus what we were seeing a little bit in Atlanta. So that's why, like I said, for me, I'm just like, man, I would much rather add one of them to that equation, man.
We can afford it. Omar could definitely make it work.
We could definitely afford it, bro. Could definitely afford it.
This is a really good year to go all in, given our quarterback contract situation, too.
I swear, bro. Come on, man. Like, if you're going to make these type of moves, this is the year to do it.
Yep.
Because this is pseudo rookie quarterback right now. It's the last year of him on the rookie deal, so to speak, man.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and get one of them dudes, man.
All right, first super of the day. We got Let's Go UW saying the Mets are such a good comedy show. They are DFAing Jorge Lopez for throwing his glove in the stands.
Yeah.
Just for him to say the Mets are the worst team in the MLB. LOL.
Yeah, bro.
Mets are in full swing.
Did you see what happened?
No.
So the guy he's talking about, man, is the pitcher.
I did see him say the Mets suck.
Yeah, so it was good. They were up when he went, and then from there he kind of got into a little bit of a funk. It was a questionable check, like it was a check swing. He thought it should have been a strike. Called it something different. He ends up getting got, and then it was like the next 2 runs end up. That's how they lost. So yeah, he's pissed. He's bickering back and forth with the ump. Ump chucks him. So then he walks out. He throws the glove into the stands, and then just kind of goes into the dugout, still going back and forth. Then post game, they interviewed him. He's like, "Yeah, I'm the worst teammate ever." Like, he was kind of remorseful, but kind of just like talking. So it was like, cool, you get it. I thought of it like, man, and I forgot who was talking. He
said his organization sucks, though.
No. He was talking about some of. No. He didn't say the organization sucked. He said that he's a bad teammate. The fans and media have said the organization sucks because they fired him essentially because of him throwing the glove into the stands.
Oh, they cut him?
Yeah, and we're sitting here like, bro, Steph Curry done threw his mouthpiece into the stands. We done seen players go up into the stands and fight people. Yeah, he was good enough. Yeah. So that's the part. I don't know like all his stats, but I know he's good enough. And that was the part where it was like, bro, you're doing that just because of that? And people just start going down that list of, well, let's just look at, just 2 weeks ago, we was talking about my man with the Nuggets, who was throwing the heat pack on the court at the ref, and then Jamal Murray. He was like, you just got a little fine, and that was it. And so that's the part where it's just like,
cut him.
We're just like, bro, what are y'all doing? So that's why people are saying that the Mets are a trash organization because of that part right there. And I was like, oh, I get it, man.
Okay.
But I don't know enough in terms of like how good and all that, but it's just like the offense and, you know, the punishment that just, it ain't really matching up. It's kind of what everybody was vibing out with it though, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Mike Hood, shout out to Steeler fam and just showing some support to the absolute best podcast.
Hey, no, salute you, baby. Salute you from the heart.
Appreciate it. Jacob Ramirez signed Thomas and Juju, and the first injury gets the boot. Okay.
I like Juju then.
Little survivor.
I like Juju, man. He gonna
First
survive.
injury.
He'll survive because you know your man foot, ankle, whatever he had, you know, for the past 37 years, whatever he got going on down there.
They're both pretty injury prone.
But one shows up a lot more. I can't pull up the Pro Football Reference, and it has 2 whole blank just consecutive years.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Juju's, was it his last 2 years here? Last 2 or 3?
They started dealing with the knee stuff then.
Yeah. The Duck Hodges year, he
had
missed
the
probably
shoulder.
like half the season.
What was wrong with the shoulder?
And then,
that was Sevens last year, right?
Shoulder injury, Sevens last season, missed, I don't know, pretty much
the
75,
whole
80% of
game,
the
came
season.
back just for the playoffs. Yeah.
Right. And then stayed healthy for the Chiefs, and then this last year got hurt.
Yeah.
You're right, though. Michael Thomas has definitely been more injury prone over the last like 4 seasons.
Yeah.
It's
I think
been worse.
it's just more so the nature of, like you said, with Juju, we still saw him come back or at least play at some point. Whereas with Michael, it was just like, you really haven't stepped on a field.
And I think there were questions about whether or not
the timing of it too.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but also if he could come back and he just like didn't want to. I feel like some of the injuries were more on the mild side. No, there were just a lot of questions about like, all right, what's the deal here?
And it timed
When's he coming back?
It timed up after he got the check too, and that's why everybody was really just like, so do you really love football? Or are you just trying to get that check? Because it kind of looked like mission's accomplished, and you're just coasting on out of this thing right now, man. And that's why I was like, I'm scared I don't want to mess with that, man. Because when I start seeing that, I don't. If we got a question, do you still love it, bro? Like, what we doing, man? Because you already got your money, so how can I motivate you now?
That ring. Maybe that's the one thing he wants.
I hope. Maybe that will motivate him. I just know.
On his last leg.
A lot of these dudes don't.
Maybe he realized he took the last few years for granted.
I hope so.
Newfound perspective.
I hope so. I went from being one of the biggest Michael Thomas like defenders to now I'm just like, I'm good, bro. I'm good. The same way you felt about Juju, I felt about him. Like, yo, you hurt me. You hurt me way too much,
Was
man.
he on your fantasy team or something?
No, I just
defended him.
I defended him a lot because I like this game, and it's it's the slant. All he can do is run the slant. I'm like, bro, he catches consistently, he beats one-on-ones consistently, and he's gonna give you 1,000+ yards every single time plus tutties. And it's like, yo, if all he could run is that, why can't y'all stop this?
Right.
But then he just took 2 years off. It is like, well, kind of like the Shaq
He rocked
Leonard.
those J's too. You probably like that.
Oh yeah, but kind of like remember the Shaq Leonard and Fred Warner argument, right? And how he banged the table for Shaq. I'm like, bro, I like what Shaq does. I like this specifically. Then he started to get hurt, and it's like, bro, I ain't seen you in the past 2-3 years. And I'm like, I'm good. Once you miss 2 years in a row, I'm cool on you, man. I'm cool. So you see how I talk about Shaq now? Yeah, I talk about Michael Thomas now. The 2 years, man, just because it's hard to get back to it. It's like, man, what you're seeing physically. So unless you broke your leg or you had something like catastrophic, I'm like, bro, good. And then even with that, if it was catastrophic enough, in the case of Shaq Leonard, I'm like, yo, your body doesn't look the same now. The way you move isn't the same. So yeah, I'm good on both of them dudes, man.
Gregory Collins, per the Tribune Review, Fields said he was open to playing a Cordell type / role. Also, Russ said it would scare NFL defenses.
That's a
What's
fact,
your take?
though. That's a fact, though. Shout out to you, Gregory Collins. Y'all hit that like button one time if y'all are enjoying today's show. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. All right. But shout out to you, though, Gregory Collins. Yeah, I did see that. And, honestly, man, I liked it. Number one, because just from a competition standpoint, if I'm a defender, if I'm a defensive coordinator on any team that's on the schedule now, just because you said this, I have to give it some consideration in terms of my preparation. Regardless of how valid it is, I have to do my due diligence now because you do have a player that I think is capable And he's already talked about this specifically with an organization that has already done this with this type of player in terms of Cordell. So regardless of if it is factual, would happen if we did use him in it or not, it makes another team have to prepare less on the important stuff. And they're going to have to spend time preparing for the what if they utilized him in that vein, at least for the early portion of the year. So I do like that. Now, in the sense of, can Justin Fields, be the slash type of guy? Of course he can. You heard me rave about him after watching him at OTAs. You heard TG rave about him after watching him at OTAs. Everybody else that has actually seen him in these games know what type of athlete he is. We say, man, he's one of the best athletes on the field. Offense or defense, it doesn't matter. So can he go out there and play wide receiver 100%? Can he go play running back 100%? Can he go play safety 100%? Corner 100%? Like, he is that dynamic. Could he return kicks if he wanted to? 100% he could. And he has the size to go along with it. So I love the fact that he's open to it. I love the fact that they've talked about it, or at least loosely talked about it. And I do like the fact that Russ also kind of co-signed it. Now, smart for Russ to co-sign it. Yeah, man, I think they would be worried about you in a Cordell role. Because if you're in the Cordell role, that means you're not in the franchise quarterback role. So, of course, I like the co-sign. I'm with you. I'm with you, Russ. Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. I'm with you. Put the battery in his back. Yes. But if you're Justin Fields, do you want to be the franchise quarterback?
Of course Justin Fields could do that stuff. He could be Taysom Hill. I'll be Drew Brees.
Bro. I'm like,
that's fine. I could live with that.
Of course you're gonna agree with that. Good for the team. Hey, Taysom got paid too, bro. You get paid. Don't worry about it, bro. You get paid. Taysom got paid. He didn't get paid like Drew Brees though. Yeah. So I'm just like, I like it, and I can see why Russ likes it. Yeah. I'm just saying, if you're Justin Fields, just be careful, because you don't want to be slash. You want to be the franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
But you can fall into slash role, and you can make a great career. You'll be like Cordell Patterson, so to speak, right? Never was the franchise receiver, but he's had a great career, made great money, being this hybrid receiver, running back, return man. You can do it. What's the cat that's over in Baltimore right now? Malik Cunningham, right? He's transitioning from quarterback to wide receiver full time, I think they
Louisville,
said.
yeah.
Yeah, the Louisville cat, right? He's transitioning full time. You've seen guys do it. We've talked about different, athletes, quarterbacks that have transitioned. Some to higher levels of success, others not so much, right? But for Justin Fields, you just got to be careful, because once you start opening the door for that type of stuff, they start to view you no longer as, he's a franchise quarterback. Now they view you as, that's the gadget guy. That's the Cordell Stewart type. We're going to bounce him around a little bit. Go be Muhammad Sanu. It works. We're going to, you throw a little pass and everything too. We've seen Randall Lell have a great career as well. But those are the things that you just got to be cognizant of if you make that decision. But for the team, you love it.
Yeah, part of me thinks Fields doesn't have much leverage, though, either.
You don't?
If Fields denies it, then, all right, this guy's not a good team guy. Like, is he toxic for the locker room,
that
the organization?
Is the byproduct of it. But you send the message to whatever team going forward that you're a franchise caliber quarterback, or at least in your mind, you view yourself as a quarterback and quarterback only. Whereas if you open this door to being slash and say Russ plays well this year and all you are is slash, well, what do you think we're going to come back to negotiate with you with? We're not talking quarterback one anymore. We're looking at you in this slash type of role. Now you leave to go to free agency. Now you got to go rebrand yourself, remarket yourself to this next team that's looking at you as the gadget slash type of guy. You're trying to tell them, I'm a quarterback. I can play quarterback. I did it in Chicago. And we're like, Deke, what would you say? If Justin Fields, if he was in Dallas, coming from another squad, he's like, he gadget guy down there.
I do think he's still young enough in his career, though, where he'll get another chance in the open market. Say Russ does play good and Fields is out there doing some of the gadget stuff. I think another team will take a chance on him at strictly quarterback, at least give him a competition.
The chance, yes. The compensation, though, is what I'm speaking to specifically.
Yeah, that's tough. Like, if he's not going to play, though, anyway, I guess it might be a good thing to at least be out there and do some positive stuff. Okay. Almost like, because I remember someone in the chat brought it up like a week or two ago with Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, facts.
Like, he became gadget guy for the Raiders behind Derek Carr, and then he got another chance with the Falcons to be a starter.
Yeah, but they was already going to be looking to replace him. That wasn't we want you to be the guy. And that's the truth. I do think
Fields has a little bit more positive PR now over a Marcus Mariota, though.
I would agree as well.
So yeah, I think he'd still have a chance, even by taking on a Cordell / role being a quarterback long term. I like it just from the I don't like this type of stuff in general. We talk about this all the time. I feel like if you got your quarterback, you got your franchise guy, like he should be out there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it from the standpoint of you're just willing to do whatever it takes for the teams to be successful. I like that mentality.
Yeah,
and then Russ also encouraging it too, saying like, yeah, you know what, I'll go off the field. Fields can go in there. I think it would keep the defense out of balance. It would keep them on their toes. I think it could be something interesting. I'm all about the team winning. Like, I like hearing that stuff, and I guess talk is cheap, but it's better than hearing the opposite.
Absolutely. It's talk is cheap when we don't believe these people. But it's like, until you give us a reason to not believe you, say the right things. And that is at least what they're doing, saying the right things.
And I don't think you're wrong or anyone is wrong for thinking that if Fields is out on the field in a Cordell role, like, I think it could work. It definitely could work. Yeah. It could be dynamic. I could see defenses being thrown off for sure. I just, as a general rule, I don't like doing that. Yeah. Because Taysom Hill down with the Saints, like, there were times it was successful. I'm not going to deny that.
And who you think?
But you have Drew Brees.
Who you think is a better athlete, Taysom Hill or Justin Fields?
Yeah, Fields. I mean, and it's probably arguable between Fields and Stewart. Like, I'm trying to think of other guys who are in that type of role.
Shoelace when he down in Jacksonville.
Oh,
yeah, Jacksonville. Yeah, he was a quarterback in Michigan. Yeah.
They had him in a Cordell role.
Yeah, well, he played receiver. And
you know what? I slightly remember this. They had him playing running back for a little too.
Because we played against him in the preseason down there. It was like, that's Shoelace. Yeah,
he was actually fantasy football viable for a little bit. I do remember that.
He was one of them, bro.
Man, they got the college football trailer on TV.
I seen my man doing the one-arm push-up, bro. It's getting close, man.
They got the Pitt dunk on the commercial.
I missed that.
They had it on the commercial.
That's hard.
So you know the commercial is like a more condensed version of what the trailer was on Twitter.
They went right to the most fire part.
Pitt made the cut on the commercial.
Nah, that's fire. I'm trying to think who else, man. Who else these gadget quarterback bumping around.
But yeah, Fields would be just as good as, if not better than, any of the guys we're going to bring up that have already been in that role.
He can catch, he can throw, he can run with the football.
Yeah,
you imagine the double pass
has the single season record for most rushing yards for a quarterback.
Imagine when Russ catches it, he's out there 2x2. He's the off receiver with GP in front. You catch that thing. Oh, no, we don't want GP in front. We want somebody's going to give me Juju here. Juju going to just destroy whoever's trying to rush off of that, right? Block that little DB. Then after that, Justin Fields with the pump like he about to run it. And then he hit GP on the back end with a deep out. Come on, bro. And then the next time we hit him with that, he pumped that. Everybody, oh. And then he actually put his foot down and go. And then what about that one where it's the quick stream where he hit it? That's a hit. And then he hit Fields catching that thing coming in here. And then he get, all right. I'm just saying. He got some options, man.
And like you said.
Shout out to Jonathan Stevens. Terrell Pryor's another one.
Well, he became a full-time receiver.
Yeah,
and he got 1,000 yards.
He was
cooked.
He low-key cooked. Yeah, in Cleveland, had a chance to go up in Washington. I don't know what happened in Washington, but yeah,
he fell off.
Yeah, but he's definitely one of the ones.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, even if we throw it out there a couple times a game, it is something that other teams got to prepare for now. Yeah. It's just extra energy that you got to put into studying and not focusing on probably like the key cog or the key things that our offense will be doing, having Russ out there. So I think that helps. Like that, there's like a art of a war element to doing some packages with Fields, just because you never know. Like we could maybe not use it 1 week, but
just the fact that it's available to you.
The next week we do it 2-3 times, and then we might not do it for the next 2-3 weeks, but it's still something you got to look out for.
Always, because if you call it and you have not prepared for it, come on now, that'd be embarrassing, man. And shout out to Aaron T. and Sean McCartney. They also brought up Braxton Miller, former quarterback, transitioned. He was in Houston for a little bit.
Come on, these are bad examples.
All right. Sean McCartney brought up Michael Robinson.
Lynn Bowden from Raw Dollars.
He brought up Michael Robinson. Shout out to Michael Robinson. Mike Rod.
Yeah.
Very unorthodox. He was a fullback.
He became full-time. Yeah, he became full-time fullback.
Yeah. Terrell Pryor, Denard Robinson, I think those probably are the...
Like, I don't think Fields doing Cordell packages with us. Because, I mean, some of those snaps he might be behind center at
That's what I'm
quarterback.
saying,
Probably
yeah.
most of them he would be.
He could do some wildcat. He could do some
Right.
running backs, some receiver.
I don't think Fields doing that automatically relegates him to another position.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. I looked at it more in the traditional sense of like Cordell as slash like
or Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill would be the better example.
Hill, like
right.
yeah, Russ is on the field at quarterback, but you're out there as well, and we know whenever you're out here, you're getting in the action. And think about with Taysom Hill, it was times where Taysom went to quarterback, like traditional quarterback, but there was times where he lined up at tight end, running back, fullback, and we would say as defenders preparing for him, if he is on the field, that's information. He's gonna take you there. But it's just times where now the answer is he a better athlete than, because now you got your base defense out there. So is he a better athlete than your backside linebacker? Or now do you want to try to play it with nickel? And now is he bigger and stronger than your slot corner? Can he bully that guy? And those are some of the matchups that they were hunting. And I'm like, we could hunt those similar things with Justin Fields.
Taysom Hill's actually become a pretty good tight end, no?
He's productive, bro.
Am I off? Like
no,
he gets like 500-600 yards a year.
He's a productive player, bro.
I just hated him out there whenever it was with Breeze.
Yeah.
And like they'd take Breeze off to get Hill in there at quarterback and do all that gimmick
your
stuff.
Man Sean Payton, he had like a thing from him.
But now, since they don't have Breeze, and I guess Taysom Hill's become an actual tight end full time. Wait, they got him.
He still does
Never mind.
some of the stuff,
no,
bro.
yeah, I was gonna say he had
the gadget
575 rushing yards in 2022,
Yes.
400 rushing yards last year.
He still
Four
does
touchdowns.
the gadget stuff,
So
bro.
he does stuff down by like the goal line in the red zone.
Yeah. They utilize him very similar to what they did when Drew was there. It's just now you don't have the whole Drew narrative.
They just have him listed at tight end for like fantasy and stuff.
Gotcha, yeah.
Okay, is that what it is?
Because I don't know what he was listed as beforehand. No, he was listed as quarterback beforehand. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I could see it working here with Fields if we were to have him do Taysom Hill, Cordell Stewart type of stuff. It could work. I mean, it actually should work.
It definitely should work, yeah.
It should work. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but if it does help the team, I'm not going to be complaining about it. But whenever he's out there and it doesn't work, I'm going to be the first one pounding the table and saying this is stupid.
Any concerns about his development being stunted by preparing at other spots? Spending time over there, learning some of that.
Not really, because if he's going to be the backup, what else is he going to be doing anyway?
Yeah.
And I think a decent majority of the snaps would be behind center anyway.
Yeah.
Like I would guess it'd be 60 or 70%.
Oh, and hold on. I'm going to have to adjust the camera too. I bumped this Deke over here. I was like, yo, I feel like I'm seeing half of us, man. There we go. Let's get us back in the building, man. Get us back in the VIP. All right, now we back. We solid, man. Sometimes it be like that, bro. I was like, yo, what am I tripping? Why am I looking at it like this? All right, now we back. We solid.
Yeah, I wouldn't be that concerned. Not too much. The kick return stuff, I think that's a different story because it's completely a whole different unit.
Yeah.
Special teams, and I think could be more injury risk over there too.
I mean, you got bigger collisions. Definitely.
Yeah. I think I'll be more concerned about the special team stuff because you'd have to be learning just a whole new element of the game. Mm-hmm. Whereas with offense, all right, you're still playing offense. Yeah, you're learning a little thing with the tight end or the receiver. You're learning a little thing with the running back. I still think that does you good as a quarterback. You get like a fresh perspective on things. Is it optimal?
Sometimes you learn both. You can almost dual teach it. I know that's one of the things that benefited me bouncing around from spot to spot. It's like, now, when I would communicate at inside linebacker, I knew how the outside linebacker was already thinking. Or the DN with his hand in the ground, I know what he's thinking just based off of when I used to do that. So that could definitely help him out, man, and help him grow even more so for the quarterback position. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not taking reps away from him, that the ones that he would typically be having, then I wouldn't be stressing about it. But if it's like taking reps away from him that he would be getting as like the backup quarterback and put him at other spots, then yeah, that would potentially stunt him a little bit. But if Russ is going to be on the field anyway, you're just going to be sitting on the sideline. Why not get out there and do some stuff at tight end or do some stuff at running back? And then the ones where you're under center, like the specific packages we have under center, I think that's like house money anyway.
Yeah.
It's like double learning. Like you're already going to be under center. You're doing things that are going to help you be the quarterback, but also doing stuff that might help the Steelers out immediately because this could be a package that we use at some point next season.
Shoot, red zone. Him on that filling that red zone, man, he's dangerous.
Yeah. So, that helps twofold right there. That's a win-win.
Now, it was funny. Just continuing.
Man, I'm talking myself into this.
It sounds like you are, bro. It sounds like you are low-key, bro. It sounds like you are. I was like, yo, it sounds like we're on the same page with a lot of it.
I don't see a big downside to it outside of it just when it doesn't work. And I'm just going to be pissed about it because it's not the traditional way I like to see things done on offense.
But this is my question, though. Typically, we don't like these things because you're taking the football out your quarterback's hand.
Yeah.
But technically, you're not taking your football out your quarterback's hand in this situation. You're just putting it in your other quarterback's hand, who we all are excited about, too. So it's going quarterback to quarterback. So you're getting best of both worlds now, man. It's not Taysom Hill throwing it. It's your quarterback, Justin Fields, throwing it.
I guess the other thing with this, too, is we got to see how Russ plays. That's the other. Like, if Russ is cooking and he's on, like, a dark horse MVP type of season, then I will be more vocal and more pissed about Fields getting out there. But if, like, the offense is so-so and is struggling and it's taking a little bit for Russ to get up to speed, then – yeah, you just try anything to get the offense sparked. But whenever you got a quarterback playing at like franchise caliber level, that's again why I would be pissed whenever the Saints would do that with Drew Brees and Taysom. I was like, Drew Brees is playing at like a top 5 quarterback level. Like he's your best option out there. Mm-hmm. So if Russ is playing like that, I'll be less inclined for it. But I guess just the nature of where we're at on offense right now and the quarterback and just how there's a little bit of uncertainty, then that's why I think I'm more open to the conversation.
I like it. I just got caught off guard, bro. I seen my man's Bugs. I was like, what happened to Bugs, man? He said he turned himself in. Yeah.
He got arrested.
Bro, I missed that. When was this?
Yesterday or 2 days ago. Yeah.
What'd he do?
There was a warrant out for animal cruelty.
Come on, man. Yeah.
I'm being dead serious, yeah.
All right. I missed that, bro. Yeah, I literally just seen it on the TV. So I was like, turn himself in.
Is he on a team?
He was with the Chiefs. Yeah, he's won a Super Bowl with them last year. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Lions cut him midway.
Yeah.
He's
went
still
out there
with the Chiefs, I guess.
Yeah.
The headline says Chiefs Bugs arrested in animal cruelty case.
Bro, the Chiefs are having a heck of a offseason. God dang. Yeah, I totally missed this, bro. I totally missed this one, bro. Dang.
Looks like dogs were malnourished and neglected. Residents appeared to be abandoned.
Come on, baby. Come on. Let's get this taken care of, man. What we doing?
According to court documents, Tuscaloosa police received report 2 dogs were being left on the back porch of a home being rented by Bugs.
Okay.
Officers and animal control found a gray and white pit bull and a black Rottweiler on a screened-in back porch with no access to food or water.
Oh, yeah, they tripping. Yeah, that's tripping.
Bugs' agent denied the charges on Wednesday. Alleged his client is a victim of an ongoing subversive campaign to force the closure of the hookah lounge he owns in Tuscaloosa.
Oh.
Under no circumstance does Mr. Bugs condone the mistreatment of any animal. The dogs at issue did not belong to him, and he was unaware they remained at the property in question.
Okay.
Robinson said in a statement that Bugs was arrested at his hookah lounge on misdemeanor charges on 2 separate occasions the past 2 months, but each time no public record was made of these arrests. Robinson added that the city was using the allegations against Bugs as leverage to get him to surrender his business license.
Oh.
A lot going on here.
Whoa, interesting.
A lot going on. He was also released, though. Bugs arrested and released in animal cruelty case.
Released by the police or by the Chiefs?
I don't know. I don't see anything about the Chiefs. No.
Okay, so from custody. All right.
I think so.
Respect.
Turned himself in. Yeah, it just says arrested, released in animal cruelty case. I would assume it's from the the custody, released from custody.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about the Chiefs releasing him.
that was a lot going on with what you said over there, man. That's a lot going on with that situation, bro.
Right? Yeah. Bugs is claiming conspiracy.
On, bro. I'm about to say, yo, y'all sabotaging me, bro.
He's getting set up.
Yo,
Interesting.
Because that didn't come off as like what it first seemed when you said it. I thought like, yo, shout out to my dude, but I thought it was the whole like Vic type thing. I'm like, bro, you tripping.
Bugs is saying someone planted the dogs.
Yo,
basically, right?
That's what it sounded like. He's like, bro, I rent this crib, I own the crib, and it's a rental property, and somebody left dogs there. Because I think to myself, like, yo, I have rental property as well. So it's like, if somebody left some dogs or something like that there. Now, granted, this is my only issue, right? Just being accountable. Who is monitoring the property? Because I know for what we do for rentals is we have a property management team. So it's like I have at least somebody that's going to check over there on some type of daily, weekly basis. You got a handyman that's down there, so you have eyes on it. If you don't got somebody looking over it, then you got to be responsible to go down there, and it's one of the others. So if you don't want to pay for the team, then you pay in yourself with your time. But because it is your residence, that is your responsibility. So that's my only, like, do I agree? No. Like, if something was janky getting on like that, I think it's messed up, because especially what it sounded like with the city trying to get them to sell what it sounded like. But that is one of the other parts where I'm like, you got to make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing as well. Because, like, how does that happen? That I don't know. I'm just like, yo, it's a lot to unpack with that thing, bro. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what you mean the dogs just over there? Just two of them for how long? No food. How'd they get in there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
he's saying that, yeah, he got set up. Yeah, that's another. Yeah, how'd they get? Yeah.
You see what I mean? I'm like, who had access to the building, to the property?
Right.
Because it's in your name, so you're responsible for, like, yeah, you got different insurance you got to take up, all type of stuff.
What did they specifically say about where the dogs were? On a screened-in back porch.
A screened-in back porch. So say the property. So this your porch.
Were there locks on the door getting in and out
Good
of
call.
the screened-in back porch? Like, I could see that. I could see that door being something where there's no lock or anything, right?
And the dogs, I just can't push it open.
Right. Yeah, maybe it's
blocked somehow.
No, it's like the door will close and like stay shut.
Oh, like a storm door then.
Yeah, that's
like a storm door. Okay, okay.
It'll stay shut, but it's not like something that a dog can like push open with its nose.
Makes sense. Yeah, that would make sense. Because I'm like, bro, how did it get in? Hopefully, if it's something like that,
that's the question.
Yeah, if it's something like that, then
maybe the setup's possible.
Yeah, the setup is real. Because I'm like, otherwise, how did the dogs get in, bro? Like, yo, it's just a lot going on, and the math ain't mathing all the way yet, man. I'm trying to, you know, like, you got the dog piece over here, so you know we like, hey, be careful now. You heard of Peter? They the toughest mafia mob cartel gang out. Y'all don't mess with Peter now, all right? Hey, love the animals over here, all right? But it's like, yeah, bro. Don't set my dog up either now. No pun intended. I mean, if he's at the hookah lounge and they don't like the hookah lounge because probably, you know, I don't like this crowd in this establishment right here, man. Why is it in this location? All right, cool, whatever. Bugs don't want to sell. But, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going through on that thing, man. See, staying clear. I ain't trying to go there. He was like, yo, the dog going through that. He could go through the screen. He could go through it. I'm like, I would agree. And that's why I'm like, I don't want to think like that. So I'm like, yo, maybe it's some facts, some details that we just don't got. We don't have them right now. But I'm with you.
Unless it's like a higher end storm door.
And you ain't,
couldn't you have like some plastic or like some certain materials like on the bottom side of it?
And you said it was a pit and a rot, right?
Yeah.
Were they puppies?
Didn't say.
So I'm like, do you know what a pit and a rat look like, bro?
Yeah, it didn't say.
I'm about to say, hey, man. I just saw
Wow. Yeah, I mean, this is interesting. This will be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, whoa.
There's layers to this.
Whoa. I thought it was just all right, he did something because of the headline. Man, you read the headline. I'm like, But now it's like, whoa, wait a minute now. Just wait a minute. So, we shall see.
That's why we like to say let the due process take place.
This is facts on that, man. Big facts.
Because, if you just read the headline, you're like...
What you done? Yeah.
Right, but then who knows? Yeah, who knows what's going on here?
Now, this definitely sounds like it has a lot more to it, bro. Like, I wasn't expecting this, man. I was not expecting this. Like, I went from a little bit of heartache, like, dang, Bugs, not you. When I just seen turn himself in, I was like, no, what you done? Then when you said what you said, I'm like, oh, not that one. That's worse than the other ones. You know, because they keep behind that one now. But yeah. But now you telling me it's a whole other story going on here, man. They trying to sabotage Bugs Hookah Lounge. Sabotage Hookah Lounge. All right, they trying to sabotage that, man. We ain't going for it though. Don't go for the banana tail pipe. Bugs
and it's not like an individual. Like he's saying, like this is the city. Like,
so he said like, yeah, they at that man. They at him, bro.
This is big.
Nah,
this might have to be a documentary.
I'm just like, man, how did we get here, man?
Zay Breezy says, let's see what we have with these wide receivers. Let's go get Simmons and Gilly. Lock in this year. The defense is our most important part of making it with 3 or 2.
It's facts. There's definitely facts.
Yeah, Justin Simmons still not signed.
Yeah.
Gilmore's still out there. Xavier Howard's still out there. Dory Jackson's still out there.
And of those names, any of them work. Dory's probably the cheapest of all the options.
Yeah, and that's if we want to do makeshift slot corner type of stuff where maybe we bump Dante. Or I guess you can maybe even just make Dante Jackson more of the full-time slot corner. Like if we sign Xavier Howard, bump Dante on the inside, but then for more run plays, you have KZ drop down or Elliott drop down. Ryan Watts, who knows? But, yeah, that would be, I would assume the Steelers would do after signing a high-end outside corner like that. You kind of just make that CB3, that slot corner, just a combination of a bunch of dudes.
I was about to say, but if you have that high-end piece out there, you're not tripping anyways with it. Any of that can bump down.
With JPJ and Xavier Howard on the outside.
Yeah, any of that could go in there. We'll get away with
Dante Jackson, probably more feasible on passing downs, like I said, but maybe he becomes, your main slot, but then on running plays and running downs. You throw Casey in there, you throw Elliott in there, bring Minka down a little bit.
I was going to say, if you wanted to, you could make Elliott be the physical rundown big nickel and put Casey back there, in the free safety spot. Let Minka be in the boxes strong because those are going to give you 2 best tacklers, most physical defenders down there while you still got a guy that can cover. But then when it is your obvious pass situations, go ahead, Casey, or go ahead, Benny Bishop, or whoever we might say is the true cover guy.
Yeah.
All right, go out there in that role. Yeah, now Deshaun, go ahead, get back out there in the half field, and everybody's good.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe one of these moves can be made. It'd almost be reminiscent, to me at least, of us picking up Quan Alexander last year. What was that? Was it before training camp or in the middle of training camp?
It was like, what, 2 weeks in?
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks in?
Yeah, so we've done these type of moves before. I think it would cost a little bit more to get one of these guys. Yeah. But I feel like as time goes on, the number shouldn't be going up for any of these dudes. Just depends on how much the team needs them, like if an injury or something happens. But if the team stays as is, I don't think we're stressing.
Shouldn't be.
Mike Hood.
Man, hold on, bro. What? I'm tripping again, man.
What happened?
Bro, I don't know what's happening with this day with camera, man. We keep shifting. I don't know how I've done it. I think I've changed. Bro, you see what I'm looking at?
I was wondering what was going on.
Hey, I swear I'm over here. I'm looking like, yo, am I tripping again, bro?
Okay.
I'm tripping. Let me trip for a little bit, Deke. Let me just trip. We just slide me over like that. Yeah, I'm just tripping today, bro. It's one of the ones, man. It's one of the ones, man. See, it did it again. Okay.
It moved.
There we go.
Is it the wire?
No, it's how I have it set up over here, man. I was doing some other stuff.
Okay.
Setup wise. Beforehand. And now, I forgot that I needed to have it set up a different way. But either way, we're good right now. Now we're back solid. Now we're locked in. Everything's back in frame in order.
It's not gonna move again.
It shouldn't move again, bro.
Okay.
If it does, I'll just be like, yo, it is what it is. All right. I was like, yo, why am I tripping? Why does this thing keep doing this? Cut it out, camera. Stop playing with us today, man. We just trying to vibe out, man. Hey, and Rod Dollars, man, don't do me like that, man. All right. The camera was tripping. I thought it was that though, Rod. I thought I was tripping at first. I promise I thought it was me. And then I looked and I was like, no, I count the shoe boxes, bro. Should be 4.5 for each side. We was just running here. You had 6 going on at one point. I was like, yo, I only got 3 boxes. Like, hey, man. Yeah. All right, so we back. We solid though. We solid. We good. I thought it was that though, Rod. I thought I was tripping. I was like, yo, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm in the Matrix right now. Nah, I ain't in the Matrix. It ain't me.
Jacob Ramirez has joined the upper room.
Hey, shout out to Jacob Ramirez. And welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And that's the other Jacob, for those that might be wondering. And y'all hit that like button too, man, since y'all see me in here. I ain't even get flustered. That's how you can tell we having a good time. I ain't even been tripping about fixing the camera. Usually I'd been in here tripping, Deke. It's like we ain't even tripping today.
Okay.
But y'all hit that like button one time, all right? And don't forget to subscribe if y'all new.
Mike Hood says, shout out to Steeler fan. Oh, wait, I already read this. I know what happened. I didn't get rid of these supers. I still have them in the dock. All right, the next one is Mike Hood. I was listening to the NFL channel and the XM radio, and they were talking about the new kickoff rules. Going to be crazy. KC have a safety doing kickoff.
The kicks, yeah.
Because he can kick and tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So Andy Reid, he basically said that they're gonna have, or they're leaning towards having Justin what's their cat over there? Because they don't have Justin Simmons. It's the safety cat. They did some kicking for him already.
I don't know.
Yeah. Man, actually, I'm sorry I can pull his. Yeah, but he's ultimately going to Justin Reid. That's who it is.
Okay.
Justin Reid. Yeah. They're going to utilize him potentially on kickoffs because with the new rules, you're going to get a lot more returns. And you obviously know kickers typically aren't the best athletes in terms of trying to tackle. You get hurt. We've seen what happened to Sean Sweesom. That's how his career essentially ended, trying to make a tackle, Hall of Fame game. So for the Chiefs, they're saying because they already got a guy that can kick legitimately in terms of Justin Reid, they're considering using him exclusively for kickoffs. So that way you have that 11th defender that can actually make a play versus you essentially playing with 10.5 or 10, just depending on what type of kick, what type of athlete he is.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not, bro. It's not at all, man.
Nah, it's definitely not. He's just got to get really good at the kickoff kicks then.
I mean, because all you're doing is just like,
but
because
if you're booming them, that's why they're saying more kickoffs are going to happen. Because if you're booming them, then the team's going to get the ball at the 35.
No. But Justin has already kicked.
But I mean,
kickoffs before. He's not a leg where you're worried about him specifically kicking out the back. And that's what I'm saying. Like in terms of him specifically, like I know what you're saying.
Like he's got to have that skill set of being able to drop it between, I guess, probably the 5 and the goal line.
Yeah, I think you're referring to like actual elite kickers. They can actually kick it out the back of the end zone every single time. The majority of people that are not professional kickers are not capable of doing that. So for Justin,
so maybe his full kick gets him to the 5.
That right? Okay. So that's why it's kind of like when Ocho would kick. You're like, okay, yeah, you can boom this off the tee, but you're not about to be putting it in the back of the end zone or up in the stands like if Boswell is kicking these things. So that's why I'm just like, I don't think
might work out. Yeah.
I think the one question though that I would have is, how often do we see directional kicks when a guy's returning now? You hardly ever see them put it in the middle of the field on a return. It's usually right or left. I don't know if he's directional.
Yeah.
Because if that ball goes out of bounds, that's way worse than the touchback. And you really have a higher probability of doing that when you're starting a direction. That's why a lot of young kickers and punters that come from college, we even saw with Presley, they struggle with the directional part. Because at this level, we don't want you to put that thing down the middle of the field where now we got to cover 100 yards, 53 yards. Like, nah, man, put it in the corner right outside the numbers, but not out of bounds, and give us about 4 seconds hang time so we can all go corral it. That's a lot more challenging, and that's why you typically see how these kickers, punters struggle. I mean, we've seen it firsthand to an extent, you know?
Yeah.
So I just think for him, that's what I'm more concerned about. It's like you're not going to just boom kicks down the middle of the field, because if you do, they're going to have a lot of returns on them, because that's just a tough ask, whether it's punt or kickoff. It's tough to defend the whole width and, you know, being able to go north and south as well, with just how athletic these guys are, and they're going to have space. It's not like they're catching it and the defenders on them like, yo, he going to get probably 15, 20-yard head start. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing. If he could dial in the kickoff skill aspect of it, I think it'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
But how much can you develop that in this like short amount of time? Maybe it's possible, maybe it's not. It'll be interesting though.
Yeah. Who would we think of? Because we want Boz tackling. He could though. He definitely could. I wouldn't want to do it, but he could.
Yeah, probably by default it's still Boz.
Yeah.
But who would be next up after him? I feel like Minka would do a good job.
He can kick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say I feel like for some reason JPJ, I don't think he can kick, bro. I don't know why. I just feel like he can't kick. I feel like everything else would be great though.
Corey Trice.
You know who's gonna be able to kick?
Ryan Watts.
You know who it'd be? It'd be somebody like a Landon Roberts that can kick. You know it's gonna be somebody like that. It'd be E-Rob. E-Rob be like, hey, Rob can kick. Yeah, we can. You know, Bill Belichick told us all this, man. I learned this, man. Ricky, yeah, man.
That's a good call.
No stone unturned, bro. Yeah. I can see that. I can see E-Rob being the one, man. Get an extra defender out there, a little thumper. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good call. Miles Killebrew, no. We need
he gonna
him.
already be out there. Yeah, he already out there. And we don't want to slow him down.
Deshaun Elliott or Casey?
Get a little speed.
I feel like safety's the best position for it. Like I don't think it's a coincidence Justin Reed
safety's like
is
the
actually
best,
a viable option.
Like they're usually like that perfect mix of cover and size and physicality. They're kind of cornerback. They're kind of a, off-ball linebacker. So it's like that's where they kind of live at.
Right. Yeah, that would be my thoughts on it.
I like it.
It'd have to be one of those safeties.
Anybody from offense that we want to put over there, maybe. We don't have any of those like, bro, he played receiver, but he really a killer. Put him out there.
Who's willing to tackle like that? Jalen Warren, probably.
Jalen would definitely thump, but I don't think
he's
kick.
kicking.
Yeah. And I feel like Cordell Patterson probably could kick, but I don't think he's tackling.
Yeah. Darnell, Muth, no.
Nah, that's
Connor Hayward.
Nah. Interesting. He probably could though, because he's one of them like athletes. He could do it.
Maybe Michael Pruitt.
Yeah, I can see Pruitt and Connor kind of in that same vein.
I think Pickens could probably kick.
Yeah, he ain't tackling though.
Right.
He ain't got. Yeah. Let me think. Who else?
Fields, honestly.
Phil said no to kickoff return though. I don't know if he feel on kickoff.
I don't want him tackling.
Yeah, he said he ain't into the kickoff return stuff. So, yeah.
My guess is we'll just stick with Boss. I don't think we're gonna risk it this year.
Yeah, I would agree. I wish Hey Bay was still around. I'd definitely put him out there. Be like, hey Bay, this is your calling, bro.
That wouldn't be a bad call.
Because I know you're gonna kick, run, and you're gonna tackle.
Maybe that would have been Miles Boykin's case for coming
Low
back
key.
here for us re-signing him.
Yeah.
Because I can see Miles Boykin definitely.
Definitely Miles Boykins. Or Miles Boykins, excuse me.
Sean McCartney, hearing good things about Darius Rush and hope it's true and that they'll utilize both Muth and Washington more in this offense. Excited for the season.
Nah, let's go. So, shoot, man, I actually have not tapped in.
Yo, what about that Plumlee? John Rice
yeah,
Plumlee.
I've heard about something. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm saying for the kickoff.
Oh, in terms of
maybe
he
that
could,
would be good if he's willing to tackle.
I don't know if he's gonna tackle though. Yeah, he's athletic as heck. I thought you was about to say just like in sense of like, yo, you excited about him? What you can do? I'm like,
talking about
man,
maybe he's the kickoff
like
guy
him too
because
now.
he's a multi-sport athlete.
Yeah,
maybe that's how he makes the team. That's how he can make the 53 at least.
Man, you try to set my man up. Hey, go down there and hit this dude real quick, bro. All right, go make this tackle, bro. You seen who was my man? The YouTube kept destroying.
Yeah.
Seen, hey man, if you're not used to tackling now, it could hurt a little bit. Just give a little disclaimer out there. I just don't know if John Ross wants that type of it's a little different ask. I ain't tripping on the receivers. I'm like, bro, you going, But Taysom Hill, that's how you got, bro. I remember when Taysom Hill used to run out on kickoffs.
Is he tackling?
I don't know how many tackles he got, but
he was on the defensive side.
Yeah, he would like run down on kickoff though, and he was just so fast. That was the issue. It was like he's gonna make the protection of the kickoff return unit be compromised because of how fast he gets down there, regardless if he's gonna make the play or not. And sometimes that's just as impactful. If a dude is just fast, man, and he's not afraid to actually run fast, yeah, that works, man.
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
The more you can do, right?
Yeah. The more you can do. Facts.
If he wants the 53-man roster spot, that's bad. But yeah, you were talking about Rush.
Yeah, man. So I was gonna say, man, I have heard some of the things about Darius Rush. I haven't been back down. Those what I was gonna say. I haven't been back down since, like I said, the first one that I went to, man. But I have heard some of the rumblings as well. I'm just waiting. That's all. I usually gonna tap in end of the week, man. Check with my people. That's all. But I do like what I've been hearing though. Okay. And in terms of Muth and Washington, respect to both of them. Actually, it was funny, man. I was actually watching some tape on Darnell Washington, trying to go back and just look at some of the things that he did well, but at the same time, some of the stuff that I think he needs to improve upon, just to get him back out there more consistently, man. Because if we are gonna just roll, with our team as is, and we're not gonna touch that wide receiver spot, then we're gonna need Muth and Washington to be taking another step forward. And I do think we still got expectations for Darnell Washington. So, tapping in on him, checking him out a little bit. But yeah, man, this offense is designed for tight ends to have success.
So Darius Rush and Corey Trice, maybe they're like that.
But my only caveat is, once again, we are in shirts and shorts. That's my only caveat. But
maybe it goes back to what TG's saying. Yeah. Like, the Steelers are pretty willing to see what these guys will look like in training camp before they make a decision on signing Xavier Howard or Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah. Like I said, Corey Trice, remember a year ago, he was making a lot of noise during this time of year, and dudes were raving about him. And the buzz and the excitement is still there. So that's what it's like. If he is back healthy and he's getting back to form, that wouldn't surprise me, him or Darius Rush. Both of these dudes were exciting. Both of these dudes, or in terms of Darius Rush specifically made plays for us in stadium last year. So there's going to be optimism surrounding him. So it's like, man, if they can just make plays during this time of year, it's important. It's important for confidence. It's important not just for the confidence in the player, but for the coaching staff. The coaching staff wants to see, man, can you be one of those guys that we can trust? How do I know I can trust you? I got to see you make plays. I can't wait to see you make a play on Sunday. I need to see you make the play in practice first. Before you can even talk about getting out there on Sunday, I need to have seen you make this interception on Wednesday, on Thursday. I need to see you win a one-on-one on Tuesday, on Wednesday. I need to see you throw this touchdown pass. I need to see you already work this concept and catch this in the back of the end zone before I can put you out there. So for those dudes, it's like, man, this is important times for them type of players specifically. It's like OTAs aren't as important for Minka. It's not as important for TJ. They just, knock the rest off, right? Get out here, we fellowshipping, talking with the guys. But it's for the Nick Herbig types, right? It's for them Corey Trices, the JPJs, the GPs, the guys that we're saying, yo, you're still young, and we're trying to see what you're going to develop into, and can you consistently be a professional in the offseason? Can you consistently show up and make those type of plays even when we're not getting ready for a Sunday? So the fact that they making some type of headlines down there, that's the part that we do want to see, and it's letting us know, at least maturity-wise up here, they're locked in as well.
And the more I think of it, I just said it seems like the Steelers are going to be patient about picking up a cornerback. They're going to want to see what a Rush or a Trice can do in training camp. That's exactly how they handled the linebacker position last year. That's exactly how they did it. Because we had Landon Robertson, Cole Holcomb, we signed, but we said that whole offseason still, before we're going into training camp, that we could still use maybe another athletic linebacker in there. And then I remember you saying that the athleticism is definitely something that we're lacking in the linebacker room. And then a week or two into training camp, we signed Quan Alexander. Yeah. So I bet you the Steelers will do the same thing with this cornerback spot.
See him in pads.
See what Trice and Darius Rush do. And If you feel like they're not living up all the way, you still got a Gilmore. You got an Xavier Howard out there that maybe you could pick up to shore up things for the season. But if they're looking lights out, Steelers could just say, "Hey, we're fine. Let's see what these young guys can do," because this will pay off way more and give us way more dividends long term if they could be the answer.
Absolutely.
We got Hectic asking about Kenny. Says thoughts on Kenny sabotage because he really wanted to play for Philly. I mean, he did grow up an Eagles fan.
I did hear that. Yeah, he is a Philly guy, but
So Kenny sabotaged
himself. Yeah. Sabotaged the team. He sabotaged a lot of people, man.
I don't think that happened. I know a lot of people here don't view Kenny in the highest of lights, but no, I'm saying that was not the case. Don't think that's possible for Kenny to do.
Shout out to Kitty, man. I'm hoping that he keeps cooking and doing whatever he's doing in Philly, man. Shout out to Kitty.
You think there's any truth to Kenny sabotaging himself here?
Hey, shout out to Kitty, man. Shout out to Kitty, man. I just hope that everything is going great for Kitty. I hope that he's cooking and having a great time in Philadelphia, man. Shout out to Kitty, man.
You're not answering.
I'm just saying, bro. I don't know. I hope that's not the case, though. I hope that he was putting his best foot forward. I hope so. But it would make me feel better if it was like, you know what? He really isn't like that. That was just, he did that on purpose. He meant to do that. I would, some of them, some of them. But as a whole. That's what they tried to say. They try to say like, oh, when he missed that, it's like, oh, he meant to do that. It's like, yo, don't do that to Kenny, man.
He was hurt.
I would much rather go with that than he was purposely sabotaging himself.
And
I was
like,
Canada. Please don't purposely sabotage yourself. Please don't tell me you was doing that, man.
AJ Martinez, I just don't think it's a good plan for your NFL career and your longevity.
Please, yeah.
To sabotage yourself just so you could get to a specific team and that team being the one you rooted for growing up. I just don't think that's a foolproof strategy.
Not the team that drafted you in the first round. Not that team. Not the team that took you in the first round when you went to school and you played on the field where they played it. Not that one. Just,
the same city you've been in for the last 5 years.
Where they already were going to look at you as like, yo, you could do no wrong. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
AJ Martinez says AJ is here listening. Love and respect to all.
Go. Shout out to you, AJ. Always a blast when you're in the building with us. You know that.
Let's go, UW. Says Bugs starting his Mike Vick arc.
No, man. Don't do him like that. Let's go. Don't do him like that, man. Man, I mean, I get it. But that was before we had the information. All right. This is a lot. It's layers to this convo. It's layers to that situation. So, yeah.
Let's go, UW. Can Bell kick?
I don't know if he can. I know he can punch, though. He just won his fight the other day. I know he can do that. I don't know if he can kick, though. It wouldn't surprise me if he could, though. He looks like he's just one of them athletes, kind of like Seven. Didn't matter what it was. It's like, can Seven do it? Like, probably. And he's probably going to do it really, really good. So, I look at him.
Yeah, Seven punted on occasion.
Bro, Seven, man, we used to joke like, yo, he ate them the coffin punt right there. He going to put that thing right down in the 10 every time.
Yeah, he had some good ones.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Martinez says 8 sabotage 10 and the Berg. No doubt.
Oh. Wow. AJ, I never thought I'd see that one. Man. So Kenny did it. Man. See? That's what I'm talking about, man. Sabotage 10, sabotage the Bird, he sabotaged Canada, sabotage 7. Man, he sabotaged everybody. What they saying, man? That's what he's saying, bro. I can get behind that. I can get behind that right there. I can see that.
Sean McCartney says, I can see TJ kick, LOL.
Now, TJ got a big boom now. We or at least he got the
do we want to waste him on special teams, though?
This is true. This is very true.
Like, that's what I was even thinking with Minka. It's like, I don't know if I want him making those collisions.
I'm about to say it because let you get hurt because of you making a tackle or kickoff. Oh, I would have thrown the controller. Oh, yeah, I'm hot. I'm pissed.
Right. Yeah, it's got to be a depth guy.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Reed, though, he plays.
That's what I'm saying.
He plays.
He doesn't Does he start though?
I think the optimal player would be a Deshaun Elliott or a Casey.
Yeah, I think he's like that rotation. Yeah, he in there on their back end.
Yeah, a guy that plays, but you ain't stressing as bad if they get hurt.
Yeah.
Mink or TJ, you're stressing. You're not feeling good about that.
Yeah, and especially when you just think of what you were risking and what was the reward. I just not for that play. Not that one.
Let's go. UW asks, can you kick Moats?
Can I? Yeah, I can kick. I'm not an NFL kicker though, no, but I can kick though. Yeah. I used to play soccer, man. I got a little soccer in me, man. Come on, bro.
Can you give us those coffin corners?
Man. No, like I said, I'm not an NFL. I'm not even about to lie and be like that. But I could definitely kick, bro. I remember when I was young, man. It's how we used to, you hit a little football. I never wanted to be quarterback, but it was like we used to have this little alley where we stayed at. We had the power line. I used to practice punting that joint over the daggone line, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it used to be fun till you start hitting people's houses. Then you get in trouble. Yeah. But, yeah, so. And I was the backup punter and the starting long snapper for my high school team, too, man. Shout out to the truckers, too, baby. Yeah. So, yeah, I snap. I like to consider myself, pretty handsy with.
Where were you at on the depth chart then for us as long snapper?
I never even had to have that comment because we had James, Debo. And Debo's already snapped in stadium.
He was terrible.
Well, they said he already snapped in stadium. I've actually never seen him snap, but he snapped in stadium.
The only one I remember is he snapped it over our punter's head, and it was a safety.
Bro, he's definitely been the guy, though. So, literally, we had our regular snapper.
Wait, we kept him as our backup long snapper
Debo would take the snaps. Debo would take the snaps, and then it was times where you see Seven catching on field goal. He would be the backup field goal catcher, and and I was always like, yo, I don't get the snap or catch or kick.
I'm surprised we kept Debo as the backup.
Bro, Debo talk big trash like, I done it already.
No, dude, you could just. It's on YouTube. I guarantee you can find it.
He yelled at. He yelled at. It was Coach T or was it? It was one of them. He yelled at. They was like, yo, I don't even do this all the way. This ain't my job or something like that. So it was like, I get it, but that's been like that was the talk. It was like, yo, Debo's already done this. It was like, oh, all right, cool.
Not good.
Yeah. Well, that's and then let's see who else tried. I remember Xavier.
We lost the game because of that.
Then shout out to my man Xavier Grimble. He tried to be the another like snapper type dude. It was another dude too. It was like another. Oh my gosh.
I think I'm thinking of the right. I think it was was it the Giants
another
game?
cat as well. But yeah, it was always like, yo, Debo snaps. It was like, yo, Debo can snap. Debo snaps. It's like, oh, all right, yeah.
Yeah, he snapped it over the dude's head. I think I only saw him do it one time, and it was bad.
That is funny, bro. That is funny.
That's from my memory. Yeah. Chat can correct me on that, but
what I will say is this though. In all honesty, man, I even think back to when I was snapping in high school. My first game that I snapped though, my first one went over my man's head too. Because it's one of them things like you can practice it, but until you actually get out there, bro, it's just a way different. Like energy, speed, and pace to it, and because it's not your natural position, you do go through that phase of I don't want to put it on the ground, I don't want to put it over his head, but you already know in your mind, yo, it's one and done. I don't get another reload, so you're just trying to just boom. And yeah, I know my first one was good. I was like, God dang, my bag, bro. I don't think we got scored up, but it was close. Like so for Debo to put it, I'm like, I get it. And I snap every day. They be like, yo, you got to snap. If you're a special sort, you got to do it every single day. You be like, bro, I'm tired of snap. I don't want to snap. Mm-hmm. Until it happened, you like, oh, yeah, I don't practice this enough. I need to practice this more. It is real like that, bro.
Yeah, you got to prepare for the big moments.
It's definitely real like that, man. Shout out. That is funny, though. Yeah, my man say, yo, Debo, he snapped that thing go to Izzo. Yeah, every single time. He was like, yo, Debo snaps. Debo does this. Debo's done it already. He was like, all right, got it, cool. And it's Debo, so what you gonna say to him?
He's done it already.
He's done it already. He's like, oh, all right. Yeah.
Adrian Martinez says, I'm going to accidentally give the Diggler a stroke with my horrible super chats. Diggler's looking fly for the ladies. Slash did it all. Wide receiver, running back, QB, kicker, and punter. Yeah, he also was like a kicker / punter too. Yeah.
That's what I remember. I was like, he could catch, kick, and punt. And he throwed it. He was like, yo, he does literally everything, man. And I think that was part of why we kind of liked it and why we would try to punt, because it was like growing up in the 90s, you watch Cordell. You remember Cordell. So it was like, yo, Cordell could do everything. So it's like, yo, we can do everything. Yeah.
Fish Momentum asks, Moats and Deke, how are you? Hashtag Mr. Jack Myers Jr. Hashtag TG.
Shout out. Man, I'm good over here, baby. Definitely can't complain. We got one more day before the weekend. School-wise, at least. It's always the weekend for us. You know that. That's how me and Deke live our lives. All right? But, yeah, man, we can't trip, man. School's almost out for the little ones, man. It's almost summertime, baby. So, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, hope all is well with you, though.
Sean McCartney has a thought on the kickoff guy. Says, should have kept Harvin. Man looked like a linebacker.
This is facts. But, we get it.
He was weirdly not good at kickoffs, though.
Yeah, he could just punt. He was more of a punter. Yeah.
Because when Boz went out in that Browns game with the concussion,
yeah,
Harvin, wasn't he kicking him out of bounds?
He kicked out of bounds.
Terribly,
yeah.
too. Really short and out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah.
Yeah,
like, come on, dude. That wasn't the memo.
Because kicking and punting are different techniques, different skills. They just, yeah.
It shouldn't have been that egregious, though, or that jarring of a difference.
Why not? It's like an inside linebacker versus outside linebacker.
Just at least keep it in play.
I'm just saying the mechanics and everything are just night and day, though. For like a punt, you hear and it's a drop, you're hitting it in motion while it's moving, and the drop and the foot coming up, they both are equally as important. Whereas off the tee, it's a stationary look. So now, in terms of how you're driving it, almost this difference of hitting the driver versus hitting the wedge, right? Or hitting the iron, right? Driver, you following through on the upswing. With the wedge, you trying to hit that thing on the downswing. And if you hit it wrong, you see how bad that drink could look. But when you hit it right, you like, oh, it's beautiful. But they both golf clubs, they both golf balls. But it's like, yo, those are two very different techniques, though. And we've seen it. I know I'm firsthand. I'm terrible at times with my consistency with both of them. But you know firsthand as well, when you hit this one this way and that one that way, them things going to go. So that's my whole thing with the kick and the pump. It's like, yo, it's similar, but it's different. And it's just because he's an NFL dude.
Yeah,
though.
Like if you play soccer, you're probably more apt to be able to just be
the kick in general.
Yeah, just the kick in general. I don't know what other sport kind of like translates to punting.
What
like
was
rugby,
his background,
I guess.
though?
Yeah, rugby's probably like
yeah.
They do
about
punting
Barry
stuff.
too, Jordan Barry.
Right.
What was Presley Harvin's background?
I don't know. Remember, he just said he always wanted to be a punter growing up. Yeah,
always
he
punted.
like really worked at it.
Yeah. So that's my only thing. It's just like it's just different when it's the motion with the drop and you're stepping into it versus that stationary. It's like that, like crazy driving stick. Yeah. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, he surprised me.
He surprised me
because
too.
I was like, there's no way it can be that bad.
Listen, you everybody in the building was just like, yo, it's all the same, and it's like it's not, but you just hope it would be.
I just feel like it still shouldn't have been that bad. I'll give you that.
Respect,
it's
man.
Different
kicking
motions and whole different styles, different art, but just kick it in bounds, man.
Yeah, man.
Just squib it at least, even.
Well, that's a totally different commentary.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what he was being told either. Maybe Danny told him and said, "Hey,
like,
if you
go
miss
kick
it, miss it out of bounds." Worst case.
Right? Because I'm like, that's different if they say squib it, but if he squibbed that thing and they getting that ball at the day go 50-yard line, now we're gonna be tripping on him for that. Man, why you ain't kick it in the air?
Maybe we should have had Ben kick then.
Low key, Ben does kick, but I don't think they wanted Ben in that row.
Yeah.
You ain't, just go back to the same call we had with Minka and TJ and them boys. Like, yo, if Seven pull a hammy, if Seven get hurt, if somebody just goes and says F the blocking assignment, go hit the kicker.
Gentry probably could have.
Low key,
he's an athlete.
Low key.
Yeah, I could see him being good.
Now he was more quarterback background.
Yeah,
but definitely athlete though, 100%. Yeah, well, I'm trying to think who our other options for just kicking the ball off.
Cam Sutton, I think at the time, wasn't he brought
Sutton
up?
could definitely kick.
Wasn't he the backup kicker?
Yeah, Sutton could kick.
Maybe the third. He was maybe the third string kicker.
But he can kick though. But yeah. But I think once again though,
because he was being talked about and Ben was being talked about as the backup snapper.
Yeah,
or the holder. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. It's just all bad whenever you lose when you're specialist. As you can see, it gets weird.
We ran that stupid ass fake field goal. That's what got Boss hurt. I don't think who hit him.
He got robbed.
The Browns guy didn't even get a penalty. Yeah.
No, he got
That was a ridiculous string of events.
Yes, I forgot.
I hated the play call, but then like the Browns dude didn't get
bro.
a late hit penalty at all.
But why didn't Boz get rid of the ball sooner too? He was just running and was like, "Yo, you got the dynamite on you, bro. Like, get rid of the dynamite. Stop. Get it out." And he just, nope, I'm good. Until he won't. Yeah.
Sean McCartney gifted a Mets membership to Aaron T. and also Cheyenne Law.
Shout out to Sean McCartney being a rock star at life, paying it forward. And Aaron T. and Cheyenne Law, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And shout out to you, new upper room members and any of the other upper room members, because we do have early access video for you guys, man. In terms of the Troy Fautanu full film review, man, Master Most film session, man. So like I said, for any of the upper room members, I know a lot of you have already checked it out, but for any of the new people, man, make sure I get a chance to check that full length video out versus just the condensed version that is currently available to everybody else. But definitely welcome.
He gifted one more, but I don't know who it's to.
Yeah, I didn't say. But either way, shout out to Sean McCartney, continuing to be a rock star at life, paying it forward. And this is a future to whoever the next one is. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Let's go. Dub says, we all know AB can boot it.
No, AB for a fact can kick. AB's one of them athletes too, though. Like ABL, Bell, 7. Yeah, it's like, yo, it's not a lot that you're going to see them not be able to do. You put them on the basketball court, they can hoop. They can shoot, they can dribble. You put them on the baseball field, they can hit, they can catch. You put them, like I said, on any of these things, man. They're just, like, great athletes, man. Great athletes. The hand-eye coordination is also off the charts with them dudes.
Was
too.
he our backup kicker at one point?
I don't know if it was officially, but we've all seen AB, like, do pretty much any of this stuff, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for the supers up to this point.
Respect. All right, we hit that like button one time for the culture. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the family. All right, I was trying to see what the heck the first topic even was, but now I remember. And shout out to the fact that the camera did try to slightly move again, but we all right though, D.
Okay.
We good. So, did want to talk about Patrick Queen, man, because we never got a chance to react to some of the commentary from him, man. Over the weekend, I think it was basically talking about, I forgot who he was doing his interview with, but they were talking a little bit about just, you know, the decision-making process of him coming to Pittsburgh specifically. And he had talked about how, you know, he did have initially up to 15 teams that were, you know, interested in him with offers. Then it reduced it down to probably 5 teams. And he said that ultimately there were other teams that were offering up to $17 million, which would have been almost $4 million more than what he signed for here on a per year average. But ultimately he said that the big reason that he decided to sign with us was because he wanted a better chance at winning. He didn't want to go somewhere where they were going to be rebuilding. He wanted to go somewhere where he felt like they had a legitimate chance to compete, to win. And just figure, you know, kind of get our thoughts on that, man, react to that. Obviously, how'd you feel about some of the commentary? Now, I know some people were questioning the validity of it.
Really? Who was and why?
Well, just in the sense that, you know, they always say you always have more money on the table and you took less because it's more appeasing to the fan base. Because it's like, oh, I really wanted to be here. I ain't even go there. I took less to come here. And they'd be like, did you really have more out there? Or did you just come here because it's your best offer? That dynamic of it. Yeah.
No, I actually believe him because I thought his market was 17 or 18 million, potentially up to 20 million, because we mentioned that Tremaine Edmonds the year before got 18 million to go to the Bears, and I think Patrick Queen is a better player than Tremaine Edmonds. So I didn't see why he wouldn't be getting around those type of numbers. Like when we signed him, it was like, okay, this is awesome. What's the deal? What's the contract? And then you saw the contract, you're like, holy hell, this is a steal. Yeah. How did Omar Khan do this? Yeah, if anything, I guess hearing Patrick Queen say that he took less to come here, then I does it make you question Omar Khan and the con artist ways? And like, if Omar actually did like convincing, or who knows what he's doing behind it? Like, was this just more about Patrick Queen wanting to be a Steeler and less about Omar Khan and our marketing efforts to get him.
He said, "Yo, he trying to take away the mystique of Omar. No, don't take away Omar's mystique, man.
No, I will never.
Omar's still the man.
I shouldn't have even said it.
Omar's the man.
I'm just thinking out loud here, but honestly, now that I said it, I'm actually pissed off that I said it because no, the Omar mystique is still real.
Don't take the Omar mystique away,
the Con
man.
artist mystique is still real.
He looked at him and said, "You don't want 17.
Actually, yeah, maybe that's
13.
why Patrick Queen took the less amount of money. He wasn't even thinking about Super Bowls and winning, but Omar Khan planted it in Patrick Queen's mind.
It was inception, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, come here, man. You don't want 17 million. You want a Super Bowl opportunity. Take 13. He said, I'm going to take 13. He said, I like it then. That's what it was, bro.
I can't say anything bad about these quotes.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah, we got a guy here that wants to win. He views the Steelers highly. Took a little bit less money. Yeah. And he's an awesome player. I think it's a great quote.
Nah, facts. For me, man, I like it. I do think it's valid as well, man, in the sense that, yeah, we know his market should have been higher. Just based on his production, just based on the type of player he is and the timing of it. Him coming off of starting on a team that was playing in the AFC Championship just this past year. So all of those factors, man, I figured, yeah, he would definitely be a $17, $18 million linebacker. But knowing that he did take less, it's not the first time, that we've heard people talk about that. And that's one of the things that I love to hear specifically from dudes that are coming outside the organization and joining it. You want dudes that chose to come here, turn down other places to be here because it's going to matter more to them. They're going to have more passion with it. And I just feel like for Patrick Queen specifically, I don't know the team specifically that he turned down, right? But just knowing that you left Baltimore, took less money, and turned down other teams to come to not any other team, coming to Pittsburgh. That's the part where I'm just like, oh, I love it even more now because you could have very easily went anywhere else and said F Pittsburgh solely because you're from, playing with the Ravens.
And you've said that's a common thing.
It is. It happens. But at the same time, it's dope to see.
You even did it too.
That was my thing.
You wouldn't go to the
I didn't want to go to the
Patriots.
Patriots. It was like, yo, I don't feel right. It doesn't feel right. I can't do it. It doesn't feel right. But that's the part right here where it's like, yo, this is dope. Because the energy, man, when you out there and he was on that side. Yeah, they weren't friendly. So that's the part for me where I'm just like, yo, I like that a lot. I think that it does add to what he's going to be bringing here from a mentality standpoint. And I do feel like it spices it up a little bit more also because not only did he let everybody else around the league know that he chose the Steelers over everybody, he also said, Baltimore, hey, I chose them over y'all too. Because, yeah, granted, the money wouldn't have been the same. And that's a large
I don't even
part
know if
to
the
it.
Ravens offered or were going to offer because of the Roquan Smith deal that they already
Very
had.
true. Very true. But either way, you saying that you chose to come over here. So respect. So that's the thing I love. I'm like, man, you putting it out there, man. Let's go with this thing. Now we're going to see, can he back it up, which we feel confident that he will be able to.
Absolutely.
But I do like that, though, man.
I was thinking about something else, and I completely forgot about it. Yeah. Slipped my mind. Sorry.
Respect.
I thought it was a good take, too. Man. Oh, well. I don't have much more to say, though.
Nah, I'm about to say that. I just want to make sure you believe it, though, because, like I said,
I do
some
believe
people
it.
did him with the, oh, of course he's going to say that. You're supposed to say that when you sign with the new team. Everything is great.
No, you know what? It just popped back into my mind. The thing that I found funny about his quote, though, he's like, I'm going to take the discount now so I can get paid later. He's like, dude, you're still getting paid a decent amount now still.
13 is you ain't taking this crazy discount now. 13 is still 13 is, bro. Yeah. You funny.
yeah, I just thought that was
shoot,
funny.
He gonna still just be what, 28? I think he be what?
Yeah, so I guess his next contract,
no
matter what happens, he's gonna be looking for 20+ million.
My man said, I'm not taking no more deals.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. We'll see how you play and everything, but yeah, I just found that funny because I mean you still got paid a decent amount.
Yeah. But nah, he worth it though, man.
That's why you made the decision. You got the best of both. Like you weighed your options. I think it was a smart move. Like you obviously prioritize winning. Steelers are one of those organizations that also prioritizes winning, not to the extent the fans and that we all want over these last however many years. But we know what the Steelers is. We're a high class organization, one of the top organizations in the league. So that's a fit right there, and we were able to give him, I guess, close enough to the range and the market value that he was looking for, and he made this decision.
Yeah,
but it's not like we're paying him what we were paying like Quan Alexander last year,
right.
1 year, like $2 million or anything.
He's
like
getting compensated. He, him on Salvation. He ain't got a handout, man. You're robust. You're paid.
You're set. You're set.
When they say top 5 highest paid at the position, league wide, you're in that combo. You're good, man. But shout out to Elwin Van Zyl also. He says that Patrick Queen will be the Roquan Smith to Peyton Wilson being our version of Patrick Queen in terms of that whole circle of life dynamic when Roquan came over there, helped out the young guy, developed him, and then from there, now Patrick Queen will get the opportunity to probably do something similar with the guy like Peyton Wilson as well as he continues to grow and develop. So I do like that, Elwin. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, heck yeah. All right, I like it then. I like it. Let's hit this next one, which should be the article. Boom. All right. So, shout out to NFL.com. I mean, it's one of the things when we have the offseason like we've had, you continue to be talked about. And at the same time, NFL.com provides content during this time of year, man, where they have their opinions on our players, our team. And recently, there was an article written. Let me make sure I drop my man's name. Where is your name?
Kevin Patra.
That dude. Yeah, shout out to Kevin Patra. Shout out to NFL.com also. But basically, post-draft, post-free agency, where we currently stand right now, he just went through on all 32 teams and basically talked about certain things that he thought were their top priorities still remaining, right? And gave some commentary on it, some read-ups, and some write-up, gave some information on it. But he specifically said for us that our top priority still remains to be adding a wide receiver. Talked about how since the trade with Deontay Johnson, obviously for Dante Jackson, the only thing that we've done to really address that room was a 3rd-round pick in terms of Roman Wilson. Van Jefferson wasn't, in terms of the role that he had in Atlanta and in L.A., they don't feel like it was so robust that he's going to be able to come in here and, match that type of production. Then talked about just how Calvin Austin, the third, and Quez Watkins are more gadget guys than your true traditional every down players. So that's why, for him, he looked at it and said, our biggest remaining offseason need or offseason priority is to add a wide receiver to that room. So how you feeling about it? Do you agree with my man? And typically we don't know how we know wrong. National guys. Yeah, sometimes they hot, sometimes they all the way off. But what's your temperature on this one?
Yeah, I think it's pretty simple. It's between wide receiver, cornerback. If I had to pick between the two...
Because they are both needs.
Man, I think the interesting part about the receiver portion of this is that we kind of got 2 guys, I think, in my opinion. I know Roman Wilson's going to be a rookie, but I think Pickens and Roman Wilson, they'll be like the top 2 receivers. Okay. And then we got a Muth. And then we got running backs in Najee Harris, Jaylen Warren, and even like a Cordell Patterson. So, like, how many names did I just list off right there? That's like 5 or 6. Yeah. 5 or 6 names. So if you mean to tell me our potential, like, 7th option is a combination of Van Jefferson or Quez Watkins, Calvin Austin, Denzel, any one of these dudes, like, we're not in, like, that bad of a place as an offense. Then you compare that to defense, we also got our top 2, JPJ and Dante Jackson. I'm talking about the cornerback position. Yeah. After that, I feel like we have more uncertainty because on offense, I think you can mask that wide receiver too in a way with all those other pieces I was just talking about.
Whereas, even like you said, the tight end.
Whereas on defense, like slot corner CB3 has become like such a staple in the league right now.
Yeah.
I almost want to say cornerback, but I think that can be addressed in-house with a Darius Rush or a Corey Trice. Whereas the wide receiver 2, I would feel a lot better getting a dude from the outside. So it depends on what this article's trying to say here,
Yeah.
like in terms of off-season priority. Like, do we have to address this priority in-house or by getting someone from the outside? Maybe I'd lean corner, actually, as weird as that sounds.
I mean,
as I'm thinking through
breaking
this.
it down, yeah, because you're speaking specifically to if the nature of the article was in-house. Because if it's just if it's just based on our in-house resources, then yeah, you can make a case that the slot corner spot is a little bit of a larger hole,
right?
Than our wide receiver
yeah,
too.
and have more impact, on
our
defense,
season, on the defense, yeah. Whereas like you said, schematically, there's certain things that Arthur Smith is going to do where maybe we can kind of get away with multiple bodies moonlighting in that wide receiver 2 role, as long as
I think it'd be easier
wide
receiver,
to do. As long as GP, tight ends, running game are up to par.
Yeah, so I'll go. You know what? Yeah, I'll say CB3 or slot corner.
Low key, that's what I was on. Like when I was reading, I'm like, bro, I think we cool on receiver. If I had to pick between right now, it's like slot corner is definitely the bigger concern though. Because I don't know what body type is available or even skill is all the way available. And the peak name that had came up was Benny Bishop. And it's just like, man, that's an undrafted free agent. So that's the part where I'm just hesitant with that. Then we go the route of, okay, KZ, but that's a safety that I got to put down there and play out of position. Deshaun Elliott, that's another safety. Different body type, but now I got to play him out of position. Whereas wide receiver 2, like you said, Roman Wilson, man, who knows? What does that look like in terms of, we know you can play the slot type of stuff, but maybe instead of you playing the traditional wide receiver 2, maybe we move you. Maybe you're the move guy. Maybe we use certain formations when it's just you and GP out there, but it protects you because you are more of a slot versus a true outside.
Yeah.
But if we got a solid run game with the tight ends doing what they're supposed to do,
and then we just send Van Jefferson and Quez Watkins on a vert all the time,
it's like we can definitely band-aid that and still be in control and more of the aggressor. Whereas our slot situation is we're going to be more on our heels, kind of reacting to this versus being able to dictate.
Yeah, at first glance, I was just like, you know what? I think they're right. It's receiver, because we've been talking about getting a receiver ad nauseum over the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But I think it's corner.
I
do think corner is the bigger priority.
So I was gonna say shout out to my man Kevin Patra, but I guess Patra was wrong. Deke ain't like what you were saying, Kevin. All right, Deke ain't like that.
I think it's a good write-up. I think he did a good job.
No, I would agree, man. I feel like he's at least in the right area. He's at the right ballpark. Like the 2T, the two.
No, I think you can make a
yo,
legit case for receiver over corner. You definitely can.
Yeah.
But I just think there's more uncertainty with that CB3 spot right now versus wide receiver 2. But I actually, so let me put it to you this way. I like the guys we have in-house to fill potentially that CB3 spot better than the guys that we have to fill that wide receiver 2 spot in terms of a potential and hitting a ceiling, because I think there is more of a ceiling with Corey Trice and Darius Rush, maybe even a Ryan Watts too, versus Van Jefferson, Quez Watkins, and Mims. I feel like we hit a spot with them of what they're capable of. Whereas Corey Trice, him and JPJ, that could be a dynamic cornerback duo. Darius Rush,
Ramsey,
maybe he could be playing the
Bouye.
slot for us and excel at that. So I actually kind of like the unknowns for the corners that we got, but I also do accept that they are unknowns, and who knows what could happen in training camp.
Yeah. I like it then, man. I like it. Shout out, like I said, shout out to Kevin Patrick then on the article, bro. Respect.
What do we got next?
Well, actually, this isn't on the docket, but it did just finally get finalized. We got the official Hard Knocks. The Chicago Bears is having it this year.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. You ain't want to come to Pittsburgh? We were an option.
How?
No, we weren't an option. Excuse me on that, because we won. We didn't have a losing season. We were good. But
it's if you missed the playoffs 2 years in a row, right?
Correct. Definitely correct. Nah.
Tomlin hates Hard Knocks.
Hey, facts.
That's the one thing.
He's
making sure if we're not winning Super Bowls, we're not missing the playoffs 2 years in a row at least.
But you know, some people are upset about it, man. Some people wanting us on Hard Knocks, man.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, obviously, it'd be awesome for us.
It would be pretty dope, bro.
Us doing a podcast.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome. It'd be cool to see. But from what do I want that's best for the team that I'm rooting for, I don't want them on Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
In terms of just trying to build a team and do what's best for winning, I'd prefer not to be
but it's some
filmed
dope,
throughout training
it's
camp.
Some dope stuff that gets out there in Hard Knocks, though.
Yeah, I get it, but I don't think players like look forward to being on Hard Knocks or being filmed like that, right?
It just depends. I'm sure if you ask Juju and Claypool, I think they would love it. That's what I'm saying. It's like it just depends.
But that's
man.
what I mean. We got a
Depends,
Minkah, we got a
bro.
TJ, we got a Cam Hayward here. I don't think
You don't think
like
GP?
even a Russ.
You don't think GP might like that a little bit, man? Justin Fields
GP,
just a little bit.
I don't know. GP is a little bit of an old soul.
Yeah, his celebration game is very up to date though. It is very in line with all of that. Like if you go with any of the current social media, like he's in the end. Yeah.
No, we just got to be quiet. We just got to stay humble. I think JPJ might like it, actually.
That's what I'm saying. Certain people I think would like Hard Knocks, man. Cam Hayward would like Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
He would like it. He would like it.
At this point in his career, he would.
Mm-hmm. He would definitely like it.
5 years ago, maybe not. But yeah, now he's doing his podcast stuff. Pat P would love it.
Deshaun Elliott, he just was in Miami, so he's used to the glitz and the glamour. I'm sure he'll like it. Put the camera on. He's still got that
Russ?
dog, but I mean, Russ.
Deep down, does he like it?
Russ is married to Sierra. Sierra's a star. These are stars we're talking about.
Russ,
So
he would ham it up, but I wonder deep down if he would prefer it not being there.
Come on, brother. Hey, man. Hey, get here real quick, man. We're going to do this quick. Hey, man, it's going to be all good. It's going to be all love. All right, I'm proud of you. It's Russ, man. I like it. I ain't tripping on it, but you know that what he give us? Yeah.
Yeah, for content and just, being
Even
a fan
though-
and stuff, I think it would be awesome to have the
Even
Steelers on Hard Knocks.
even though I don't think Coach T wants it, just like cameras following him around and the strategy stuff, I think he would be great in that space though, because like
he'd come around to it too, maybe after a week or two.
And the people that have been around him in that space, we know what he's like behind those doors, bro. And we're like, bro, y'all would love him. I promise you. But it's so like dope, some of the stuff that we get a chance to see in the sense of how he motivates us, how he could talk to us on an intimate base while we're competing. But at the same time, you get to see some of the intimate emotions that we go through as players, and not the guys that's over in that team that we don't really care about, the guy over on that team that nobody cares about. It's like it hit different when you can hear your starting receiver, your starting linebacker getting coached up, getting critiqued, and you're kind of hearing just the dynamic going back and forth. I mean, that's what makes Hard Knocks, man. Like Coach T, bro, I think initially he wouldn't like it, but I feel like, bro, he would kill it. He would eat it the same way everybody went crazy on my man Rex Ryan when he was doing that joint in New York with the Jets. It was like, yo, he's killing this thing. Like, it would be that type of energy with Coach T, man, because he's just that type of person. That's her personality, man. But I don't want us to suck, though, to get on it, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't want us
Hopefully
to suck.
we're never on it.
Yeah. We don't need it that bad. But Chicago's a great choice, though, for them, man. You got the number one overall pick. Caleb Williams had all the hype. You had a dope offseason in terms of the picks, the trades, or not trades, but the free agency signings, Keenan Allen.
Yeah, and Caleb Williams will love it, too. I mean, the way he's talking about his rookie season and what he's going to be doing, he's acting like the Bears are going to the Super Bowl first year here. You hear him talking? It's like JPJ-esque.
No, I've missed this. I saw like some of the stuff around the draft, and that was about it, man.
I ain't running from anything. Like our goal Super Bowl. Like he basically saying that type of stuff in his like opening press conference.
It's bold strategy right there. Bold strategy, man.
Yeah, there's
bold
a lot
strategy.
of hype with the Bears. I think Williams is going to be really good. I think the Bears, they actually might be a halfway decent team, but you don't want to put unnecessary targets on your back.
Deke, halfway decent and really good.
Stay humble.
And Super Bowl champ are different. Yeah, man.
I swear, I don't think I'm overselling it either. I think that's from what I remember, whenever I was listening to his opening press conferences and stuff, like around draft time, yeah, he was talking like Super Bowls and chasing Brady, that type of shit. I'm being serious.
I hope you're not. I'm just like, yo, you're putting out some.
Maybe it was on that Pivot interview he did. Maybe
you're putting out some serious stuff, Caleb. Like,
I think he said some of that stuff on the Pivot interview.
You putting on some people now. You putting on some names now.
He might have said some of it too in the press conference, but that's my recall. That was like a month ago, so I'm paraphrasing a little bit.
Respect. Well, we know he's not afraid to be bold. You know, yeah, we know he's bold. So hopefully it works out. Just not anytime soon because we winning it this year, so it is what it is for him over there.
Who's we?
Come on, don't do me like that, man. Don't do me like that, man. You know we gonna get it done this year, man.
Come on, dude.
Don't do me like that.
I think you picked. Would you have?
We, bro. I said we.
As your Super Bowl pick the last like 3 years.
I don't remember.
So I don't remember. This one will be interesting because
I don't remember.
We got Russ in house now. I know you're excited about Russ.
I don't remember anything, bro. Why you want to do this?
You excited about this defense?
I said we're gonna win it this year. We are gonna do it. We go us. Go team.
Bills lost Diggs.
See us. Go team.
Lost some players on defense.
Us. We go team, man.
I'll be interested in the Super Bowl pick.
Man. That's crazy, Deke. I know you said why you want to be like that today, man. Don't do me like that. Say we. It's group project, man. All of us together. Just don't worry about the name of the title. Just it's we.
All right, we got a few more supers that just rolled in. If we
want to go over y'all as well. Yeah, man. Salute y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all today, man.
Sean McCartney gifted another Moats membership to David Decker.
Shout out Sean McCartney, Rockstar at Life, and David Decker. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
AJ Martinez says, shout out to Michelle. We like the same things, say the same things, and even do the same things, and feel the same way about things. The perfect relationship that isn't. Shout to Pops. Ernie, shout to the chat.
The perfect relationship that isn't. All right. I can get behind that, AJ. Shout out to you, shout out to Michelle, man. And shout out to y'all both being on the same page with all the commentary. I like that as well, man. Shout out to your Pops, too. Ernie.
He also gifted a Moats membership to SD Ninja 619.
Shout out to AJ. Being a rock star, paying it for. Always appreciate you. And SD Ninja. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And finally, he says, get well soon. X Concepts.
What happened to X?
5-5. Yo, go Deke, go.
Shout out to you, AJ Martinez. And X Concepts, what's going on with X? I know X still in the building. I just seen him in the chat. All right, let me see what's going on with X, man. Hey, X, what you get dumped or you dumped somebody? What happened, man? Let me see what's going on with the homie X Concepts. Yeah, because I see you activated. I see you multiple times in here. See y'all trying to get on me, talking about some who are we. Don't you do me like that, Cheyenne. Don't do that. Who's we? Which we? Alex all good. No, that's you started, man. Mm-hmm. All right, we'll wait on X Concepts, man. I see what's going on with the homie real quick, man. Yeah, man, we don't want no negativity going on in your life, baby. So hopefully whatever it is, you're on the up and up and you're feeling better about it sooner rather than later, baby. All right. So yeah, other than that though, checking though, I don't see it.
Tito Good Vibes was saying something about his wrist.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, man. Be careful with the wrist then, man. Yeah.
All right. What else we got?
Shoot, bro. I think we cleaned it out, bro. Now, I ain't got it set up. Never mind. I was about to say, bro, we just hit the phone, but I ain't even set it up, so we good. We ain't tripping.
Passing on the phones today.
Well, this is the thing. I said I need to go set it up. I just realized that's in my backpack. I was like, oh. Man, bump that. What's up then? What you saying, man? You making me feel bad over here like you know what I'm saying? Like I dropped the ball or something, man. You hit me with the, dang, you ain't doing that? Like, dang, bro, don't do me like that, Deke. You gonna do me like that?
I just know that people get excited about the phone lines.
All right, if you gonna do me like that, then, man, nah, you about to make me feel guilty, though, all right?
We could probably do the phone lines for 15 minutes, right? All right, unless you got things to do, places to be.
Hey, look, man. Y'all want them phone lines? Let's get the phone lines going, man, because I do want to know what's happening with you guys.
That's what Cheyenne Law says.
Okay.
They say,
okay.
What?
Okay. Say less than, man, because I want to know how y'all feel about our wide receiver room and our cornerback room. I want to know what y'all think is the biggest off-season
I want to hear the solutions.
Still remaining.
I want to hear the solutions.
Talk that talk.
The chat may have.
Yeah.
Like, what receiver do you want?
Talk to him.
What corner do you want? Like, how would you build out the rest of the roster?
Talk to him. All right, hold on. Let me get activated real quick, Deke. We
got hold on. We got a clarification here. AJ Martinez says XKO'd a horse. Jeez. Tore ligament in the wrist.
Jeez. Shout out to X. Shout out. Hey, all right. Y'all know the digits to dial. I'm going to throw it out here early so that way by the time y'all get this and y'all start calling, we'll be set up, all right?
What the hell?
But the number is 412-346-6955. 412-346-6955. About to get the thing set up, all right? Shout out to the homie Deke. Deke said, hey, bro, what's up, man? I say, man, say less, bro.
Black and Yellow Texas Steel says one time for the one time.
Yeah, one time for the one time, man. If you know, you know, all right? See, what had happened was this day going camera turning back and forth through my vibe off, man. It made me overthink it a little bit, Deke. Now let me get back in the pocket, though. Can I get in the pocket real quick, Deke? Let me get in the pocket, man. All right.
Yeah.
I just seen somebody just called through. Hold on, down. Y'all prepared.
Already?
Yeah, y'all got prepared a little bit.
Did you even say the number?
I did. I ain't think they was listening that good, though.
Obviously, I wasn't listening because I asked if you said the number.
I thought I had everything set up, but I ain't even have my headphones out. I put up everything but the headphones, Deke. Somebody else just called. Shout out to you. I started to call your number out. I ain't want to get in trouble, though. All right. Here we go. Let's get this going, Deke. Let's go. I'm going to push the little red button, Deke. You know how you push that little red button, baby. All right. All righty. All right. Now we got us a party. Now we are ready for action. So, like I said, the digits to dial are 412-346-6955. Talk to me, baby. Who we on the hotline with? Oh, nope. Here we go. Talk to me, baby. Who we on the hotline with?
Oh, shit. There he is. What up, big bro?
Man, what's the word, man? Who we on the line with? Talk to me, baby. Talk to me.
Hey, this your man J-Dub from the 614.
Let's go.
What's the word, bro?
How you doing, J-Dub? How you living on your side?
And I'm blessed and living well. How you feeling?
Man, shoot. You know, we can't complain over here, man. Just vibing out on a Thursday. But talk to us, man. How you feeling about this, off-season priority? Wide receiver versus corner. And like how Deke said, how you going to address those issues also?
Man, so it's feeling better the more time moves along. I was kind of with a lot of the other fans at first, kind of wanted to, feeling like we were putting a Band-Aid on it. Oh, I want Ayuk. Oh, I want Metcalf.
Yeah.
I want, Courtland Sutton, which, I still think Sutton would be a really good cheap option. Obviously, Ayuk will be the best, over the top, star power, blah, blah.
Talk that talk.
But at this point, man, I really want to see what Calvin Austin's going to be able to do. I want to see if we out there sharpening iron the way that, Mike Tomlin says that we sharpen iron.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking we might be doing something. So I like where we at.
Okay. So J-Dub, basically what you saying is let Calvin cook?
Let him cook, man.
Let Calvin cook. I like it.
Okay.
How you feel about that, Deke? You get behind that?
Yeah. But he didn't cook much last year, and I was expecting a lot more from him. So
now, last year was his technically first year, though.
Yeah.
Because he did have the rookie year.
So what's the play then with him? Like we bumping Roman to the outside. We got Calvin on the inside. What type of routes is he running?
Yeah.
We just sending him deep every time. Like, that's my questions with him.
Yeah, once you start throwing the X and O's out there, it really makes more sense. Because we're gonna need something. Unless we go out there and start lighting stuff up, it's gonna be crazy if that happens. But we're gonna need something. But instead of keep running myself crazy, like how we run ourselves crazy in the off season, I'm just gonna take my chill pill and just roll with it and see what comes out, you know?
Hey, I like your style, J-Dub. I like your style, man. Hey, before you get up out of here, any weekend plans, man? Where we at? What you doing?
Man, I'm just with the kids. We've been laying low. We've been doing like some gardening.
Let's
We out at
go.
the park. So,
Let's go.
yeah,
Dad life. I love it. I love it.
you know, the mid-spring, the best season for real. So we enjoying it before we get to the mid-90s.
Nah, respect on that, man. Love that. Well, shoot, man. We appreciate you rocking with us, man, tapping into the show. And definitely appreciate you calling in as well, J-Dub.
Hey, I appreciate you and Deke, man. Transformation, we love that shit. Stay on it. You know the haters gonna keep talking. Hey, Moats, man, you provide me a lot of motivation, but I love the way you move, man. You provide a beautiful blueprint for life. Man. Y'all my people, man. Until next time.
Nah, love, baby. That, my man. Shout out to J-Dub right there, man. From the heart, man. Show major love on the end of that thing, man.
Yeah. How about that?
No, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Phone lines are open, man. Join the conversation. All right. Talk to me, baby. Who we on the hotline with?
Hey, this is other Jacob, or Jacob Ramirez, better yet.
Hey, the other Jacob. How we living, man?
What's good, bro?
I'm doing good over here. How y'all doing today?
Man, shoot, you know, we chopping it up, having a blast, and we on the phone with you, so can we really complain?
I feel that, yep.
Yeah. So talk to me, man. We complaining about our wide receiver room or our cornerback room. How you feeling about it? And what's your answer?
I feel really good with our receiver room. I feel sorry, my bad. I flipped that. I meant to say I feel good with our corner room.
Okay,
I think Dante Jackson is going to be a lot better than a lot of people think he's going to be. Mm-hmm. He'll be a good number 2. And I think we might sign like a Pat P or a Sutton as we get further along. And they're going to really just be there whenever we need extra help. You know, I think we need to focus on our receivers. I would like to get a Courtland Sutton. I think he's a low-cost option that's going to come out there and produce. He won't mind George Pickens being the number 1. I really think that that'll be the best option for us in terms of what we have to pay and what we might have to pay in terms of contract with the, extension that he's asking for.
All right. So
yeah, I think it's the most common sense option, or the one that traditionally the Steelers would make.
True. I was just saying it sounded like that you, in terms of the other Jacob, shout out to other Jacob, it sound like you're saying that both answers are outside though, right? Because you were saying how for the defense you're bringing in Cam Sutton or Patrick Peterson. That's outside hope, and at the same time you're saying Courtland Sutton type option for offense, correct? Make sure I heard you right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think somebody like Roman Wilson could show us that he could be the number 2, but I mean, he's still a rookie. We haven't seen it on the field yet.
That's right.
We need somebody in there that has some of that proven experience, and I just don't think Van Jefferson is really that kind of name. Like, he's decent, but he's not your number 2. You know?
Yeah. Now you bring us some great points with that right there, and I know that's part of where we're hesitant at as well, man. Looking at that group, but shout out to you, other Jacob. Got any plans this weekend, man, before we get up out of here with you?
I actually just got a good little bonus at work, so I was planning on taking this weekend off.
Let's go.
Getting a nice grill up.
Okay.
I have a question for you guys, though, non-football related.
So you said you're inviting us to the cookout? Is that what you said? Because you said you got the raise and you're cooking out. We're invited. What's the address? Drop the addy, bro. What's up?
If y'all want to come through, we're in Arizona. The weather's not too hot, but I mean it's getting hot out.
There it is.
Gotta come quick. But question for you guys. Yeah. Okay. We talk about like grilling, cooking. How do you guys like cooking your steaks? Are you a well done type of guy, or are you more that medium rare?
Okay.
Like, what's your guys' vibe?
Okay. For me, man, I'm medium to medium well. I'm typically give me some pink in the inside, but I don't want to see anything that's like renny. Like, that's just a visual thing. Even though I know it's all nutrients and it's still good, I just like, I feel vampire-y. I feel cannibal-y. I feel like Hannibal Lecter. So yeah, it's definitely a visual thing. Low key, I'm kind of like that with apple pie too. For some weird reason, it's the chunks. I'm just like, I still eat it. It's like, So yeah.
I'm medium rare all the way.
Yeah, Deke's still moving, man.
Medium
he moving.
Rare. Yeah, it's amazing. I converted over to it probably like 5-6 years ago. I was probably more on the medium well side.
Yeah.
Growing up and stuff, but yeah, medium rare.
Nah, salute it, bro.
I even do it with my
I'm right
burgers
there
now
with you,
too.
D.
Yeah.
Medium
Salute
rare,
it, bro.
it's unbelievable.
Salute it.
Tastes the best.
Salute it, man. Salute it. Like I said, they got all the nutrients. That's all flavor and juice. I know. It's visual though. It's like I feel like I'm eating the little cow that I was just petting. Yeah, it's like moo.
Hey, my girlfriend's the same way. She likes hers. I always joke with her saying she likes her meat like a hockey puck.
Oh,
She wants it burnt.
Yeah, see, this is the extreme. If you're not a medium rare or a rare, they're like, oh, you're eating beef jerky. You're like, bro, chill out, man. All right, my steaks are stupid tender, man. Don't play me like that, all right? But yeah, that is real. Shout out. All right. I like this, right? That's a good little culinary question,
Malachi
man.
Esposito saying you're lying your ass off saying that Arizona ain't that hot. He says it's a whole air fryer out here.
Hey, see, I've lived in Arizona my whole life, so right now this is
you're
considered
accustomed to
not
it.
hot.
Yeah.
You know, like once it gets deeper into summer,
Wait till July.
we start hitting over 100.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when it's hot.
Mm-hmm. It get real out there, man. Hey, but shout out to you, the other Jacob Ramirez. And as always, we appreciate you tapping in with us too, man.
Yeah, thank you guys. It was nice to talk to y'all. Y'all have a good weekend.
Hey, no doubt, baby. You too.
Man. Peace, bro.
Peace. Shout out to the other Jacob right there, man. Tapping in with us, man. One time for the one time. All right. Phone lines back open, baby. Call us up, man. 412-346-6955.
Wait, did he say what type of steak he likes?
He said he likes his medium rare.
Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
an idiot, and
You're good.
obviously, my listening has been off today.
He said he liked his medium rare, but his girl liked it medium well.
Okay.
He was medium rare. His girl was medium well.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Talk to me, baby. Who we on the hotline with, man?
Oh, is this Moats?
Man, who we talking to, baby? What's happening?
Oh, yeah, this Big Noriega, dog.
Hey, we in the building. Shout out to Noriega. How the heck have you been, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I think your volume down a little.
Oh, my. All right, hold on. Let me get right.
Mic check.
There it is. You got us now? We good?
Yeah, I can hear y'all now. What's up with it, man?
All right. Well, shoot, man. First off, Big Noriega, man, we glad to finally get a chance to talk to you on the line. Salute you. Secondly, offseason, man, which one is the bigger priority still? Wide receiver 2 or that cornerback spot, slot corner? And in the words of Deke, how you going to fix it too, man? All right, what we doing with it?
Well, for me, it's wide receiver 2. The way the things going right now in San Francisco, I know everybody like screaming for Ayuk.
Yeah.
But they ain't looking at the bigger picture. The odd man out is going to be Debo, I think. I think they're going to pay Ayuk. Ayuk, they just got Ricky Pearsall, which is Ayuk's best bud from college.
Okay.
I don't think Ayuk going to leave if they pay him. So I think they're going to get Ayuk around 28, 29 mil.
Okay.
And Debo going to be the odd man out Saturday. And Pittsburgh going to send that trade that they sent during the draft.
You're saying Saturday.
Debo.
You're saying it happens on Saturday.
On the 1st, on June 1st. He's taking away June 1st. Let's go.
Yeah, it's going to be today, sometime today, between today and Sunday or Monday. I think we're going to have a new receiver.
Big Noriega, I'm telling you now, if that's how this day plays out, we're going to start Monday's show. I'm just going to call you. I'm like, yo, this is the number you called from last time. I'm just going to call you right back. Like, hey, what do you know? All right, because clearly you know something. Because I like where you're at with this thing, man.
Yeah, think about it, because Debo only getting 22 mil, and I think
more. You know that's next.
32.7.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they just gave Jennings $15 million for 2 years. I think $15 million a year. I don't see them keeping Debo.
So that's even more than I was leading on when we talked about earlier. $15 million. Yeah.
So, like, I'd like to have Deke or Courtland Sutton, but it's really looking like it's going to be Debo, because we did reach out to San Francisco for Debo, but their asking price was too high during the draft. Now they got to come down because they can't pay both of them. Then Christian McCaffrey is holding out because he want to guarantee money is up.
Yeah, everybody want more money. And you still got to tap in on them dudes
somebody
on the defense too.
out.
Them boys on defense getting paid too, man.
Yeah, they got to pay both of their corners, and they got to pay what's his name, Hufanga.
Mm-hmm. Little baby.
So
Troy.
I think it's Debo. Yes, sir. So I think it's Debo, man.
Okay.
But you say your pick would be DK or Sutton.
Yeah, I'd love to have DK, but if we get Debo, I'm happy with that because I feel like Roman Wilson and George can learn a lot from Debo. He's a vet. He's been there. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. So I wouldn't be mad at Debo.
Shoot, we think Cordell Patterson in the Arthur Smith offense was a gadget and had success. Debo in that thing. Come on now.
Yeah.
And then a person like. And then with this ship, Kevin Austin. I love Kevin. I don't want him to go, but I think he'll be a good piece to send to San Francisco in that Debo trade.
Oh man, Calvin. Oh, hey,
you could definitely, honestly,
man.
I could see that. But you could definitely have Debo on the outside
think he
running
fit their
across
team
all
better.
day. Yeah.
Debo can do that. Yeah, that's why Debo's Debo, because he gives you that with some of the toughness of that gadget style stuff as well. So yeah.
Yeah, but that's why I think Kevin fits their offense better than ours, because I think Kevin Austin and Shanahan offense will be crazy.
Yeah.
What else are we giving up?
Yeah.
Is it just Austin?
I think it's gonna be a second round pick or in one of our players.
Because let's see, how much?
Maybe
Debo
a damn more.
Does Debo have 2 years left on his deal?
Yeah.
2 years, $22 million.
I know he's getting 22, so he
that
has
would
2
just
years
be
left.
like the DK
trade.
Yeah, if we brought in DK, because DK's got 2 years left.
Okay.
But DK's a little more. DK's at 25 per, I think.
Hey,
But I don't think Debo has no more guarantee money.
Yeah, so he gonna want a new deal. That's the big thing with that. If you make the move,
Yeah.
As soon as he gets traded.
But
not like next
yeah.
offseason.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
if he doesn't have
But I'm glad
guaranteed
you
money
got answered my
remaining,
call, bro.
Oh, come on, Big Noriega, man.
I-
It's been too long, man. It's been too long. So we glad to have you on finally, man. Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I really appreciate it, man. I hope you guys have a blessed day, man. Shout out to all my guys in the chat. They've been trying to get me on here.
Hey, we ain't going to let you run out that quick now. What's your weekend plans, man? All right, because, come on, man. We need to know. We invited anywhere? What you got going on this weekend, man?
Oh, no. I'm just chilling, smoking the devil lives, bro.
Hey, now you speaking my language, baby. Well, enjoy your research. You know I'm going to catch you in about 20 minutes top, baby. I'll be right there with you now, all right? So with that being the case, Big Noriega, man, we definitely appreciate you, man.
Man, salute, bro. Hey, Deke. Hey, we got to play in the NCAA, bro.
Okay, I definitely thought you were going to say something about Pickett. But yeah, that's good, too. Yeah. We get some NCAA. Who's your squad? Who you rolling with? You said Colorado, right?
Yeah, I messed with Colorado in college in football. Basketball is Arkansas because of Coach Cal. He left Kentucky. I was a Kentucky guy.
Respect.
All right, yeah, we'll have to try to make it happen.
For sure, man. Y'all have a blessing.
Hey, you
right,
too,
peace,
man.
bro.
Let's get it. Shout out to Big Noriega, man.
I'm surprised.
Shout out to Big
I thought he
Noriega.
was going to be flaming Kenny Pickett the whole
I
time.
look, he thought he was going to give you some of that heat, too. He let you live,
I was
man.
ready for it,
He
yeah.
let you live. He definitely let you live, man. I like it. All right.
Do we got one more?
You know we always could do another one now. I just didn't know if we were supposed to. Man, what they say, though, bump it, baby. Let's keep the party going. Y'all know the digits to dial. 412-346-6955. Them the numbers to dial. Hit us up on the hotline. There it is. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. Who we on the hotline with?
What up? This is Jerry Ramos.
Hey, yes, indeed. Baby, how we living on your side of town, Jerry Ramos?
Life's good. It's good. A little hot here in Southern California now. Summer vibes now, so everything's cool.
Shout out. They say it never rains in Southern California. I don't know if you know that. That's what they
What's
say,
up?
though. They say it never rains in Southern California. I don't know if you know that, man.
Nah.
All right.
Yeah.
But talk to me,
It's
man.
all good.
So talk to me. How we feeling? Offense priorities or off-season priority? Biggest still remaining. Wide receiver 2? Or this here slot cornerback situation, or just corner situation in general? How you feeling?
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting topic, conversation to have, especially with our team. But honestly, you can't really go wrong with either or. Everybody has their reasons. Everybody has a solution. For me personally, I feel like we need a wide receiver too.
Okay.
I feel, and just like Big Noriega had his bold prediction of us getting Debo.
Yeah.
I think that this Saturday or sometime this weekend, I don't know why. It's a gut feeling. I think we're going to get DK.
Ooh.
I think DK this weekend will be a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Okay.
That's what I think, and that's what I feel.
Okay.
I hope so.
And I feel, and the assets we'll be giving up is a third rounder. We'll be getting a third rounder for DK. I guarantee that.
Hey, y'all better stop
got
playing with
Omar
Jerry
Khan
Ramos,
cooking.
man.
Yeah.
Y'all better stop playing with Jerry Ramos. Jerry said, look, we're not going for Debo. We're not going for Courtland. We're not going for Ayuk. DK, that's the one.
I think you're off on
absolutely.
the 3rd-round pick compensation, though. I'm sorry. I think it's going to have to at least be a second.
What did he say?
I think it's going to have to at least be a second. I think you're off on the 3rd round being the compensation.
All right, we'll see, man. I mean, you may be right, but Omar Khan.
Yeah,
Omar Khan, he could put some strings together, man. He'd be shocking everybody. Like this offseason, I've been super low key. Haven't really said much, but this offseason I've been super ecstatic of what we've done. Like just putting Queen and all these different types of quarterbacks we've been getting just for like small amount of money. I mean, that man knows what he's doing. So I don't know. I hope I'm right, but you may be right. We'll see. We'll just see what happens.
Yeah, because we were just talking with Big Noriega about giving up, maybe a second and a player to get Deebo Samuel. Mm-hmm. So I would assume it'd probably be something similar to get DK at least.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I could definitely see you guys as options. But, yeah, man, the reason why wide receiver 2 is because, I don't know, I just don't really feel too comfortable going in with the wide receiver room we have. Obviously, I trust George Pickens, but and I really do think Roman Wilson's going to do well, but I see him more as a slot receiver than an outside. And other outside guys that we may have, I just don't really trust. Like Van Jefferson or Quez Watkins, just not really big fans of them. They don't have that type of resume to make me feel comfortable in that type of way. So, and I believe in Darius Rush, Corey Trice. You'll see if you give them a chance, see what they got, and that needs to be addressed by training camp or before the season, then we'll do that. But yeah, we'll just see how it all pans out. But that's just my opinion, folks.
Nah, respect on that, Jerry. Respect. Trust me, I want you to be right. Okay, if I can't get Big Noriega and it's Deebo Samuel, I would love for it to be you, Jerry, and we get DK Metcalf. All right, I hope that's the case. Yeah. I'll be celebrating. I'll be just doing all type of stuff. All right, I'll be really excited about either one of those. But especially knowing that you called this shot right here. All right, we need this to come through since you called it. All right.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, I'm right. I mean, that's what a bold prediction's for. Just call your shot. If it happens, it happens. You're right. You look like a genius. But if it doesn't, then oh well. That's just the way it goes.
Respect on
but
that.
It's all good.
Respect. So before you get up out of here, man, what's your weekend plans, man? Where you at, man? What you getting into?
No, I'm just coaching my travel baseball team.
Okay,
I'm an assistant coach for travel ball. It's
what's
summer
the age
travel
group?
season. I coach high school kids, so like 16U and 18U.
Okay, respect.
Around
respect.
There. Yes, sir.
All right, well,
yes,
hey, man.
I'll be doing that, hanging out with the fam, and just hoping for good news this weekend on the Steelers. So
I like your energy, man. I like your energy. Well, good luck. Keep doing the family thing, and I'm hoping that your bold prediction is right, Jerry Ramos. But as always, definitely appreciate the love, man. Hi,
appreciate you guys. God bless the chat. God bless you guys. Y'all have a good weekend.
There it is.
All right, peace, bro.
Shout out. Jerry Ramos right there, man. Hey, Deke, man, I'm glad you remembered to hit the phone line, bro. I'm glad you did that, bro. That was a blast right there,
I do
man.
what I can.
That was a blast, because I definitely forgot all about phone lines. And, yeah, I was like, we are getting out of here early 2 days in a row, huh? Yep. Now we over. Yep, now it's 6:33. Now it's a party.
They were good calls.
They were, bro. Let me shout them out again, man. So, once again, J-Dub, other Jacob Ramirez, Big Noriega, Jerry Ramos, man, we definitely appreciate y'all tapping in, calling in, giving your hot takes, your thoughts, your comments, yeah, showing love as well, man. And for the dope amount of other people that have been trying to call, that were calling while we was on calls or in between, shout out to y'all as well. I did see somebody say, hey, man, the line wasn't working. No, it was working. I was sending y'all the voicemail because we was on. I ain't want to keep dinging. That's all. Shout out to you, though, man. One of them times, man, we're going to get us one of them, like, third producer people in there. They had a little, they had talked to everybody. Hey, man, you want to wait in the call? All right, wait in the call log. Yeah, you ain't got no waiting room. It's like, it's past the fill right now. Yeah. But salute to y'all, man. Salute to all the calls, man.
Yeah, big shout out.
I like it.
We got AJ Martinez dropping a few more super chats here.
All right.
He says, I already called 20 times.
20 times? Shout out to AJ. He low-key could have, though. He low-key could have, because I don't save any other numbers. I'll just be luck of the draw.
Did we get confirmation on what happened with the ex-concepts here?
No, because AJ said he punched the wrist. I don't know if he really punched the horse or hurt his wrist. Does he really have a wrist injury?
Well, that's yeah. Did he AJ have a typo? Did he fall off a horse, or did he actually
He said he KO'd a horse. I'm thinking, how do you get like?
Did he have a 1v1 match against a horse?
Well, you know, they done fought cheetahs before. This is AJ. AJ started the whole who could beat a cheetah. We're like, a cheetah? He's like, a cheetah. He's like, yo, all right, cheetah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Dotson. Shout out to Zach Bennett. If y'all know, man.
Okay. He also says, I have no clue how to answer Deke. I just called to lay down the war chant before the season. And at Wild, so I better stick to cleaning and lifting.
Shout out. It also, we did get some confirmation for X Concepts. Tito Good Vibe says, yes, X Concepts does have a wrist injury. No, it was not due to punching a horse. It's like, all right, that's some clarification. Shout out.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, all right, I don't know if he really punched it or not. I hope not, especially with the theme of, you know, animals and cruelty and just keeping animals in a safe place. PETA, we love you guys, all right? But yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. Hey, the Don, you funny for that.
Is AJ, yeah, he's got one more. He says, we need an entire show on the phones, 5 hours of madness.
Hey,
Big
salute,
Deke energy
salute.
to the 10th power. We get DK and give them more. Everyone needs an offensive lineman.
Oh, he's saying
Throw
Dan
Dan
more.
Moore
I thought he was
into the
saying
mix.
give them more, but he's saying trade him Dan Moore. Yeah, so they're getting a start in left tackle. We will get the start in wide receiver, franchise wide receiver. Obviously, we'd have to pay the or whatever money he would want potentially going forward. But if we can hold off for a year to do that, then great. My only thought process is, why would he hold off a year to get a deal done with us when I think that could be why he would even be trade bait per se right now, is if Seattle wouldn't want to pay him. Because if he's already under contract, what would they be tripping on, right? And if he's not tripping, getting the money he's getting, why would they even be looking to move him? But if
rebuild mode type of thing.
But I'm like, because you got Geno, I'm like, you still got pieces out there. But if he wants more money, then you send him. Oh yeah, I can see that part.
Yeah, that type of thing. They could save some money now, get a future asset.
Yeah, cause that's my only thing. I'm just like, cause it's not. He doesn't have just 1 year. It's 2 years.
Yeah, he's not as much in the trade talks as Ayuk and Sutton and Debo. I will admit that. Okay. But it's been floated out.
No,
there,
I've seen it floated as well. I just didn't.
But not as much as those other guys.
And
I thought the same thing. I'm like, I don't know how eager Seattle is to trade DK right now, to be honest.
Because I'm like, unless he's complaining about wanting more money and they're specifically saying we don't want to commit more money to you, so we're going to move on from you, I'm like, I don't see why whatever the new team he goes to wouldn't have to do something to kind of like bump the money up. But you're right, though. There's a new regime. No more Pete Carroll over there. Now, isn't he working in their like
I don't know what he's
front
doing.
office type thing or something like? He wasn't in a coaching role, but he was still supposed to be a part of
he
like
might just be
the
collecting
organization.
checks.
Hey man, you know how that goes sometimes, bro. Yeah, but he was supposed to be a part of like the organization.
Yeah, I don't think he was happy
Yeah.
that he's not the coach anymore.
I would agree
I think
with that
he
as
wanted
well.
to.
Yeah.
I think they just kind of forced him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got they got the dude from the Ravens. The Ravens defensive
sabotage
coordinator.
Pete Carroll, man.
All right, that's it for the Supers.
Man, well, that is actually a wrap for the show today, man. Shout out to being 640. Shout out to everybody that rocked with us today. Shout out to the phone calls, bro. AJ said we need to do a show with just strictly phone calls. Maybe one of these times during the summer, like leading up to training camp, man, we'll be like, yo, Deke, we're not going to plan anything. We're just going to open the phone lines up and just let it rip. All right. Typically, the phone lines are on the back end. All right. Because you just, you got stuff. The only time we used to do them on the front end was when they were pre-recorded, though.
Yeah.
And that was the only time. Yeah.
Jacob Ramirez says, honestly, great calls today. He was one of the calls, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he definitely
all
was.
Different from one another and good content throughout. Felt like the show ain't skip a beat.
Hey, respect, man.
Those were good calls.
All right, respect.
We got good takes.
Respect.
Good back and forth.
Yeah. All right. Well, like I said, man, we'll put it into the suggestion box, all right? And we'll take it up with management and see how they feel about everything, all right? But I like it, man. So salute to each and every one of y'all, though, that were with us this week, that were with us today, that was going to be with us next week, hopefully, too, all right? Y'all stay safe out there, man. Have a great weekend wherever you're at. Make sure you're doing it with the people that you want to be with, all right? And until next time, baby.
Peace.